This podcast is presented by Zack Labs, Cosbon, the instant costume adhesive. Have you ever had issues using materials to build cosplay costumes, theater props, or everyday repair? We have the solution you've been looking for. Zack Labs proudly presents our latest product, Cosbon, the instant costume adhesive. What you get is a 8.5 by 12 inch sheet. You simply peel off both sides much like you would double stick tape, except this isn't that. This is our patent-pending microfiber-infused adhesive that has a tensile strength of up to 100 pounds. This unique adhesive sheet is instant, and boy, do we mean instant. Activation is different than other products, as ours works purely by pressure. Simply peel and stick, applying even force, and it bonds. Instantly. It's human-safe, non-toxic, pet-safe, no fumes, and the best part, it won't ever stick to your hands. Rated for up to 75 wash cycles before starting to give. Great in the cold, rain, and even the heat. Stick anything to almost anything. Metals, plastics, most cloths, and best of all for all you cosplayers and costume builders, is all of your foam materials. While it does stick instantly, leave it alone with a bit of pressure for 24 hours and it cures to even stronger. So wave your magic wand and just use Cosbond, the instant costume adhesive. You are listening to a Dynamic Works Productions podcast. This show is available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio Network, and many, many more podcast services around the world. You can find all our content, music, videos, books, podcasts, and more on our website, www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Have questions, comments, or concerns for us? Head on over to the social tab on www.dynamicworksproductions.com if you'd like to talk to us. Now, on with the show. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, as always, author, podcaster, gamer, Tim K. Trotter. Thanks for joining me for another episode of the Fork in Your Ear podcast. I'm joined by the only man who could be to the proverbial right and or left, because I don't know what hand he is, and he's also in another state. The Buster of Knuckles, the king of the RNG cast. I don't know about that one. I just threw it out. I don't know how you like that.
I'll say general.
The general of the RNG cast. The one, the only, Mike List.
What's going on, Tim? By the way, I'm ambidextrous, and the RNG cast is an army.
Well, you know, it's the
revolution.
The general king of the revolution. Then,
there's no king.
No. I just said king, and now I feel like I have to like press it hard so that I don't sound like an asshole.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
As always, you can find all of our stuff at www.dynamicworksproductions.com. That includes all of our other stuff, including various music stuff, books. There's a game, if it still runs on iOS, on there, I think, that I did a while ago. And if you want to get in contact with us, you can, of course, tweet at us at GetForkedPod, or email your questions, comments, and concerns at theforkinyourearpodcast@gmail.com. And we have a Discord, and if you go to either our Facebook page or our Twitter, of which I think I forgot to say, we do have a Facebook page, Fork in Your Ear Podcast, plain and simple. You can find the link to that Discord in there, because there's not like a... I mean, I'm not going to say like a Discord link on the show, because that just sounds. I mean, it would sound bad, right?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like discord.com/
Forward
a bunch of
slash
letters.
letters.
Letters, and then like fork is in there somewhere. It's weird, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like when they give you're listening to a podcast and they give you out like a coupon code or like a redeem code, and you're just like, it's like 26 letters, but it's like, oh man, okay, you're constantly rewinding the podcast, and it's just like, it's just not great, you know. At
Not
least
fun
that's
for sure.
yeah. At least that's something. So how are you doing this beautiful, at least in my state, schizophrenic as fuck weather Saturday?
Oh, dude, it's schizophrenic as shit here too. So
Is it?
I understand. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what's it doing?
I mean, it's cold, and then it's hot, and then it rains, and then I think it hailed for like 13 seconds.
I got all that except the hail.
Yeah, and then there was like a mosquito, and I hate mosquitoes. Hate them. Hate them.
Really?
Hate them.
But
Hate them. Oh, dude, they come after me like I'm made of fucking. Obviously, I'm made of blood. That would be a terrible reference, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah, they come at me like I'm delicious.
Oh, well, I mean, I would imagine you probably are. You're probably like well seasoned and grizzled and whatnot. It's probably that pre-workout mix that you be chugging.
I have also chugged it right now.
I figured as much. I mean, it is your custom, you know. Yeah. Some people, you know, have a martini. Looking at you, Adam, when they come on the show, and others do pre-workout mix. I myself am doing probably a not particularly flavorful blend of, there's like a little bit of Mountain Dew, there's some Red Bull, and then there's some stuff that helps my gut lining, because parts of my body are like a sloop on Sea of Thieves after running from a galleon, just full of holes, leaking shit all the time.
That's a story for the game section.
Yeah, it is. So we're gonna return to our original format here. We've got our topics all lined up. We've got the ring ready to spang.
The ring of spank.
I'm gonna spank it. It's a spank spin. I'm spanging it. I don't know if I can commit to that one. That one seems wrong. Here we go. The ring is spun, and I have it on the wrong side of my finger, so I'm rotating the ring around. We have landed on Earth technology, which is fine, because I didn't have a whole lot of stuff on that one. Mm-hmm. So technology, this week, there was a couple of things. Apparently, Apple filed a report to the Department of Justice that AT&T and Verizon colluded over forcing Apple to make different eSIMs in their phones. Now, that's a lot of words, kids. So an eSIM is what's called an embedded SIM card. And a SIM card is that little card that you put in your phone that basically tells the phone, oh, I'm on the AT&T network, or oh, I'm on the Verizon network, or Sprint, or yada, yada, yada. And so the embedded portion of it is like on a bunch of newer phones, like, for example, I think the Verizon phones and things like any of your smartwatches that has cellular capabilities. Like, obviously a watch isn't going to have a slot for a thing, so it's built into the hardware. And so basically what that means is, like, if you have an AT&T phone, you can't just like, oh, kill your contract with AT&T and like walk into Verizon and have them activate the phone that you bought or whatever. So it forces you to A, get rid of or do something with that phone, and then B, pay a bunch of money to get another phone. So it's like a money grab thing, basically. Even though the hardware is fucking identical, minus one tiny little thing. And so Apple's report says that AT&T and Verizon, even though they're like enemies and whatnot in the cellular game, were like, yeah, let's fuck everybody. Shook hands on it and forced manufacturers to do that so that people would have, you know, like whenever an iPhone is made, there's two different iPhones made. There's one for AT&T and Sprint network because they run on similar networks. And then one for Verizon and or no, it's AT&T. It's AT&T and T-Mobile is the similar networks, and then Sprint and Verizon share similar networks. So there's one phone for each of those guys, or two sections of those guys. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I feel
I'm tracking.
I feel like I complicated that way more than it needed to be.
A little bit, but if I can track, everybody else can.
Yeah, but basically, the end statement of this is Department of Justice has taken this into account, and they are, I guess, taking it to court and doing an investigation. Actually, like whatever Apple provided was substantial enough evidence that the Department of Justice is going to get involved in it, which is kind of a big fucking deal. Big fucking deal for two reasons. One, consumers win if they win or whatever, because then, you know, whatever phone you buy can be used on whatever network you want, with the exception of, you know, whatever different shit goes on in different countries, because I don't know. And then two, it also probably wins in the price area too, because potentially, and I realize Apple's probably the last person to lower the price on something, but potentially, you know, they have factories that are making two different sets of phones, even though they're identical. So that's like two different production lines, two different, what do you call it in the marketing or the product world? SKUs, I guess. That's like two different SKUs. So this would reduce the SKUs, potentially reducing costs and or getting more of, like, say, like there's something you want, like a new iPhone or something, and the shortage is out, or the shortage is lessened from that. So that's what that would be occurring with, hypothetically, if they went against the Department of Justice and forced them to kick this stupid shit that I guess they fucked us over on, gosh, I don't know, like 15 years ago on at this point.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a big deal. I mean, do you care? Do you care, Mike? Because what network are you on?
I'm on Verizon.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Hold on. Correction, AT&T. Okay. I was on Verizon. Now I'm on AT&T.
Okay. So
that's why I giggle every time Verizon's like, "We have the best service." I'm like, "No, you don't. I had your service. I had dead zones in my house." We literally had to stand in the kitchen. We had to stand in the doorway between the kitchen and the living room to have any service whatsoever.
That's so funny. I've told you about how, and granted, this was a long time ago, like before the iPhone, when I was like 16, maybe. And I've told you about the time I was trapped in the mountain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the only cell phone that could get a signal out from the top of a mountain, which you'd think would be like, you know, no interference or whatever, the only one that could get a signal out was a Verizon phone.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So, on the one hand, I understand that Verizon is definitely the potentially larger network. It's older technology, but for that particular moment in time, I will always be thankful that Verizon was able to make the call. Because I think at that time, I had Quest Cellular, and then they got bought by AT&T like a long time ago. Anyways,
is that like a local service?
Sort of. Like, you know how you have, and this is my understanding because we don't have it over here. You guys probably have, what is it, Turner or Time Warner internet?
Some places we do, yeah. I do not.
Yes.
Comcast has a, I don't want to say the word monopoly, so I'll say schmismopoly.
Smopoly? Fair enough.
On the cable business around here.
Yeah. So like
yeah, we're just getting Verizon now, like Verizon Fios, and the second we get Verizon Fios in this area, I'm switching. I don't give a fat baby's dick. Verizon shit. The Verizon shit's all over Comcast.
Does it in your area?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like Fios, the fiber optic?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, I remember I had that with an ex of mine, and I had no lag. My ping was nothing. It literally, when I tested ping, it said 0. I was like, oh shit, I have no ping. This is beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be hard pressed to beat a fiber optic line, at least until wireless somehow eclipses that, which it probably will at some point. Let's be
Sooner
honest.
or later. Yeah.
But no, like, so, like those things that I mentioned, like Time Warner and Turner Communications over there, like over here on the West Coast, back in the early 2000s and 90s, it was Quest.
Mm-hmm.
They were like all the internet, and they were a cell provider. And then their cell thing got bought by AT&T, and then their internet got bought by a large company called CenturyLink. And like they like own like the baseball stadium here in Seattle and stuff, and
Okay.
like a ton of other stuff. Like they're big here, but as you may have heard me say, at least in my particular neighborhood, absolute shittest internet, absolute shittest, just the shittiest shit internet possible.
Not even using real words. That's how shitty it is.
I mean, it's so like it's so shit, man. Like it is so shit. And the funny part is, like, if you go like the half a mile or whatever it is to my girlfriend's house, away from my house, like she has CenturyLink internet, and it's like 5 times faster than the alleged fastest internet here. You want to know how fast the internet was, Mike? Because I'm gonna get on a crate here and start preaching. The fastest the internet got was a whopping 1.2 megabytes a second. That's how fast it was with a maximum upload, which always killed me when I was playing Destiny. Maximum upload of 600 kilobytes. To put that in context to people who don't understand anything, any of your fucking cell phones in your pocket right now are faster than that on both the up and download stream. Just saying, any of the cell phones. So, you know, whatever. Anyways, so there's that bit of technology. And then the only other thing I had, which super kind of bums me out, because one of the things I had to talk about in life was I just used my MoviePass thing last night.
Bums me out too, because I just ordered mine.
Oh shit. So I'm just gonna read this article because it's depressing, and I guess Mike just bought it. So
yeah.
Okay, so this article comes from Lifehacker, reasonably reputable. It says, MoviePass is struggling, so use it while you can. God damn it. It says MoviePass has never really made sense on a financial level, but an independent audit by Variety suggests that the company could be in even worse shape than we thought. If you're using the service or thinking about signing up, you should probably get the most out of its too-good-to-be-true offer before it's too late. MoviePass's parent company, Helios and Matheson, lost $150.8 million in 2017, which is up significantly from just $7 million a year earlier. Although revenue was actually up slightly, the audit calls this a growing concern and questions whether MoviePass can continue at a loss. On the other hand, the company says it has enough money to survive and expects to turn a profit by 2019. In the meantime, MoviePass may have found a way to improve its short-term financials. The company recently announced a new partnership with iHeartRadio, offering free music streaming when you sign up for the $9.95 a month subscription. The only catch, new signups are also limited to 4 movies each month, instead of the previous 30 movies per month offer. If you already signed up, don't worry, nothing's changed for your subscription. MoviePass hasn't explained the reason behind this shift, though it could be directly related to the iHeartRadio partnership. However, it's also possible the company may be trying to stop its financial bleeding a little bit. After all, every time someone with a MoviePass subscription sees a movie, the company covers the price of the ticket and loses money. 30 movies per customer per month adds up fast, even if most people don't actually see that many films. 4 movies is a lot less money. Thankfully, this change isn't permanent. In a statement to Lifehacker, via PR representative from MoviePass, they plan to return to its old 30 movies per month offer, though it's unclear when exactly that might happen. Given the company's current financial state, however, you may not want to wait much longer if you're itching to give MoviePass a shot. And if you're already a paying member, make the most of the service now, before it's too late. Fuck a duck, duck, duck. That's what I have to say about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I might as well just talk about my MoviePass experience and then talk about the actual act of the movie in like life and entertainment. Because I'm sure you're dying to know.
I am, because I haven't gotten mine in yet, and I'm super fucking mad now.
Yeah. You got 2, right? One for you and Jess?
Yep.
Yeah, same as me. Okay. So, we just wanted to go see this fucking movie that I was not really game to see. I'll talk about it in life. Anyways, we have 2 movie theaters. We have the good movie theater, and then we have the bad movie theater that's like in the mall. And we went to the bad movie theater. It's basically like it's a shithole movie theater. Let's just put it that way. So we pulled out our apps in the parking lot. We did their little geolocation sign in, which we had no trouble doing, which was the thing that I'd heard was kind of the sketchy part. It said like card activated this showtime, blah, 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 blah. It's like card active. Please use while active. We went and we waited in line, and then we got up to the thing, like the ticket counter, because you got to go to the ticket counter with the card because it's a credit card, right? And swiped the thing, and then the thing had like deactivated or whatever, and it was maybe like 5 minutes. My Jessica says there was like 6 people in front of us, so we could have been actually standing there for 10 minutes, and I was like, I don't feel like I was standing there for 10 minutes, because I guess 10 minutes is the window that it says it's activated for or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I reactivated in line, which made me feel kind of stupid, like I was holding up the line. I mean, it didn't take that long. It took like an extra like 2 minutes, you know? And then I gave the card, and then the ticket dude was an idiot, and so he tried to charge 2 tickets on a single card. And I was like, it's a MoviePass thing. You got to do the one, you know. But it, like, you know, he was a young teenager. It was a Friday, you know, like I'm sure he didn't know that this thing was a thing. And then the manager came out and was like, oh, there's like an actual button for the MoviePass cards. You got to hit this. And he was like, oh. And then, you know, we did that, and it was just good. The other thing that I didn't know, which I guess makes sense because it is a credit card at the end of the day, was like I swiped it, and then like I have like a rewards card for the Regal that I go to.
Yeah.
And like it counts as the points on your Regal card. So I was like, oh, you get a free popcorn and a soda. I was like, oh, sweet. Well, cash that shit in right now. Which is good. So like our whole, you know, we went and saw a movie, and we got like popcorn and a drink, and I think Jessica got some Starbursts or something, some sort of sour candy shit. She loves that stuff. And like all told, you know, aside from like 5 miles worth of gas, I think it was like $11 out compared to like, you know, the 20 plus it'd be just for the tickets alone, and, you know, all that stuff. So, you know, money wise, I felt real good. And then also watching a movie that was totally like a girlfriend wants to see this movie, but you're not really into it kind of thing was like, well, I feel less bad about sitting here because it's not like costing me a ton of money. You know what I mean? So that part all felt good. So as far as using it was concerned, I would do it in line of the movie theater instead of like walking from the parking lot, because that window to me seemed a lot shorter than 10 minutes, which I guess is fair. You know, they don't want you charging like a house on the thing or something. I don't know. So I don't know. I'm probably going to try and see. I still want to see Pacific Rim, so I think I might go see that Sunday. Okay. So yeah.
I was real worried about it. I'm not gonna lie. I was super worried about how MoviePass would go, and I know you got it. I'm like, all right, I'll just wait till Tim tells me something about it, and if it's bad, I'll just cancel it. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I'd say so far the only problem I really had was it took like 3 weeks to get my card. Like that was because I was like, man, where are these fucking cards? You know. But to be fair, you may like wait less time because like I guess they're out of New York. And I'm not, like, I'm as far away from New York as you could get aside from going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, and it went like, you know, it went via the postal service. It wasn't like a UPS shipping thing or something. So I would imagine it would be shorter for you since you're like right there. So that's my only complaint so far. about MoviePass.
Okay.
Is time is quicker than you think, and it took a long time to get the cards. But yeah, actually, Jessica got her card like 2 days before I got my card, which kind of pissed me off. I was like, really?
We ordered them at the exact same time.
Like, no, we did. So that's what I got for technology. What do you got? You got anything? What you got?
I just that I signed up for MoviePass. That's what I was going to talk about, man. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Got a new headset.
Oh yeah.
For gaming, yeah.
Yeah.
A brand I've never heard of.
What's the brand?
I'll take a picture of it and show you.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like a Japanese brand, to be honest.
Okay.
Which is fine. I'm good with Japanese. You know.
Okay.
I spoke the language.
Yeah.
Also, I sent you the dopest T-shirt ever.
Dopest T-shirt ever.
A picture of the dopest T-shirt ever.
What? Where did you send it?
Text.
Okay, I do not have my text thing up. That is why I've not seen it. Okay, I'm opening. No, it's all good. Opening my text. It's all good.
We have many ways of speaking, folks.
Yeah, I got a Discord open. I got a fucking Kieton Yech. What the fuck is that brand? I'm gonna Google it. Kotion each. Kotion each. Pro gaming headsets. Trying to find like where the F they came from.
I don't know. I know Jessica got it for me with Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm at their website, and their website looks hella plain. Like, they don't even have an order thing.
I think what happened was she went online. She went on Amazon and typed in gaming headsets.
Mm-hmm.
And it came up, and she was like, "Ooh, this one."
Does yours light up?
Yep.
So you have the each G2100 or G2100 vibration function multi-professional gaming headphone.
Sure.
I mean that's what it says on their website.
Sure. Yeah.
Came out 2 years ago, I guess.
Kinky. I like it.
So it vibrates?
Yeah.
How the fuck does that work?
I turn it off. I don't like it.
But no, seriously, like where does it vibrate from?
The ear cups.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
For like impacts and stuff.
Like, does it just like take like the high bass noises and vibrates based off a sound input or some shit?
Like when you Sea of Thieves. When you crash in the Sea of Thieves and you get a hole in the boat, I know what side the hole in the boat's in. Because it vibrates that ear.
Well, the good news, I'm looking at the specs, and they tell you, like, literally all of the nerdiest shit you could possibly imagine about the sound.
Mm-hmm.
Like the driver diameter, the impedance of the ohms going through the thing, the sensitivity, the range. That's actually kind of dope. I appreciate that as a person.
I mean, it's really cool. I turn it off because it gets a little overwhelming when you're in the middle of a fucking battle.
Yeah. Is it like a switch on the side or something?
Yeah, it's up. It's underneath the where it says Kyoton. Yeah. Where in the picture there's like a little dangle. It doesn't impede with like wearing it or anything. They're actually pretty comfortable.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the important part is it sounds better than whatever it is you were using before on your Xbox.
Mm-hmm. It sure does.
Which kind of sad. You returning that Turtle Beach thingamajig?
Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah, I've never liked Turtle Beach. I don't know how people do. I think the only reason they got popular was because they did a bunch of like partnering with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
They had like Call of Duty branding, and it's like all the fucking Call of Duty fucking nerds were just like, oh yeah, Turtle Beach is the best. I'm like, no, it's really not. Have you worn it?
Yeah, I got it for $11. So.
Oh, I mean... yeah. Well, that's okay. Fair enough. Ain't gonna. I'll stop trolling you for $11 for Christ not allowed.
They did their job for $11.
You know, I'm not gonna fucking shit on you for like a fucking Subway value meal price. You know, like fuck. Okay, so according to Kotion, I don't know how to say their name. They were established in 2006. High-tech enterprise team with a strong R&D department engineering team, which specializes in manufacturing high-quality audio electronic consuming products, such as gaming headphones, Bluetooth headphones, USB headphones, etc. Apparently they have 6 different products lines. This is their gaming product line. But where are you out of, people? Tell me.
I know you would like this because you're an audiophile.
It says they inspect the raw materials by like they like actually like test their shit before they come it out, and they spray them with salt for 48 hours. What the fuck?
Does that help? I guess.
Well, okay, so like 2 things. One, salt is the enemy of all electronics, pretty much hands down, right? Because salt causes corrosion.
That's what I thought.
But particularly like in a headset, right? You know, like humans are gonna sweat, and some of that sweat's gonna be salt.
Mm-hmm.
But it says that they've sprayed them with salt, both the driver and the plugs, I guess, which is kind of a weird thing to do as well. But whatever, I guess that's fine. They spray them for 48 hours. They physically plug test in and out 6,000 times, which is a lot. But I mean, shit, I guess if something's gonna break, it's gonna break in that 6,000, right?
Yeah, it's a good test of quality. Jesus Christ.
And then they also have random inspection every 2 hours as well. Okay, well they've got a bunch of like technical like quality assurance specifications that they meet. So I mean, I guess that's good. You know, like they give a shit. Don't know where they're out of. I'm real curious though about this headset. Now I gotta look it up on Amazon. Oh, and I guess it's each G2100 is what it is. Okay, so let's see. I gots to know. Oh,
Tim is curious.
Okay. Well, very interesting. Well, I looked it on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think you want to know what I see on Amazon.
No, it was a gift. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin the gift. Let's just go with all those nice things that I said about their testing, and we'll leave it at that. To be fair, there's only one customer review, and I guess you can't buy them anymore or something, or at least it says it's unavailable.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't necessarily mean you can't buy them anymore. But anyway, okay, I've done extensive testing. And you're testing it right now. Or
yeah.
Wait, are you using it right now?
No.
You're back to the snowball.
Yeah, I'm not taking the snowball off for podcasting. Are you out of your mind now?
Yeah, I mean that's what it's for.
This was built for it does what it does. That's
I mean, although in a pinch, you know, that's the great PlayStation mics. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
That whole USB thing. Still can't believe fucking Xbox doesn't have a USB microphone fucking function. Like, how?
That's what's dope about this headset. They have a duo connection.
Yeah.
It has an HDMI and a 3.5 jack. And so every time we play, I've been using them, and I mean, they sound great.
Yeah, no, they're great, and you say they're comfy, so.
Oh yeah.
And obviously they're good. Like if you're a sweaty boy, you know, like
I mean,
you covered.
I am a sweat lord.
Are you?
Oh, dude, I sweat in the summer.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, alrighty. I'm spinning it. We have covered technology as thoroughly as we possibly can, I think.
Yeah, totally.
Nothing much super exciting going on technology-wise. All right, we got entertainment. There we go. Big, huge, meaty subject. I got tons of shit to talk about entertainment. I want to know what you got though for entertainment, Mike.
Entertainment. I mean, MoviePass was there, but I
True.
started watching I started watching the new Lost in Space.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like it.
Cool.
Parker Posey is an annoying bitch.
Yeah.
But she's playing Dr. Smith, so I mean, you're
yeah.
paying who that's who you are. You're playing the character, so
Sure.
I can't run through that.
Yep.
I'm 2.5 episodes in. I say a half because I fell asleep watching them last night.
Fair
watching
enough.
it, and then
You're allowed. It's Netflix.
Yeah, it's Netflix. It asks you if you're still there, so
Yeah.
fuck it, right?
Right.
The little boy Will Robinson is fantastic. I've seen a lot of negative about it, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, I've heard negative about it too, and I'm just like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I think you guys are just being salt lords.
Well, I don't know. Like, it just must just be people. Like, so my greatest example of this is, so like, my mom loves it. I guess she finished it already. I have like 4 episodes left to go. Just haven't been able to get to them this week.
Okay.
And my dad hates it. My dad is like, this fucking inaccurate fucking piece of shit. Like, he's like screaming at the TV, and I'm just like, what the hell? Really? Why? So, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, different strokes, different folks.
That's true.
Everybody has their own, like, it's like nostalgia almost, I guess would be the best way to put it.
I mean, it's definitely tied to a nostalgia property. Whether you're a fan of the original black and white and eventually color series, or if you're like me, you grew up on the 90s movie and fucking loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I totally dig the new Lost in Space, and I also really dig the score for it. Like, it's big, it's bombastic, it's very John Williams-y, which is appropriate since John Williams did the original Lost in Space TV series way back in the day. And it weaves in the original Lost in Space theme, which I think is really important. And it's like, it's like if they did a Star Wars and they didn't have the Star Wars theme, like, yeah. You don't do that. There's a reason. There's a reason why you keep themes that are classic, because as soon as you hear it, it kicks off all the nostalgia. It's like the scene in Justice League when Batman pops out with the fucking Batmobile, and it's the motherfucking 1989 Batman Charge the Batmobile song. And it's just like, oh, yeah. You just get pumped. You just get pumped. It's why in Infinity War, every fucking Infinity War trailer has the Avengers theme in it, because everybody knows it. It's sadly the one rememberable theme of the MCU, but that's a different topic. But yeah, no, Lost in Space is great. The soundtrack is great. The score is done by Christopher Lenitz, I believe is the name. Is it the name? Fuck. I feel like this is my area, and I feel like if I butcher it, like I'm just pulling it up on my phone right now, since I have the soundtrack, which is available right now on iTunes. Christopher Lenitz with a Z. And if you don't know who Christopher Lenitz is, play a Mass Effect game. He was one of the composers. Boom. That's what I have to say about that. Great composer. Probably his best work. Pretty much hands down. But yeah, no, I like the cast. I like the people. The robot is dope as fuck. Right? Isn't that robot cool?
Yeah. I thought I wouldn't like it, but I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it in the trailers, and I was like, I don't know what to make of that. Because he's very, very different. But, yeah. Verdict's still out on it. I assume we'll probably be talking more about Lost in Space probably next week, when I probably finish the thing, and you've probably finished the thing, I imagine.
Yeah, getting close.
Yeah. What other entertainment things you got?
I mean, I know Infinity War's coming out, obviously.
Yeah.
Everybody's super hype on that.
I am at max fucking hype. Like, every morning I text a small group of people, and I'm like, T-minus blah amount of time and days. Oh yeah. So I'm pretty hyped for it. I'm I almost feel bad because it's like I'm really hyped. I'm like I honestly don't know which way this movie's gonna go in terms of the plot necessarily.
Mhm.
And I'm just like so hyped, and I just really hope I'm not like overhyped, you know?
Yeah. Have you? I mean, I know some of the things you're gonna bring up, so I'm not gonna talk about it too much. Who is this DJ that died?
Oh fuck. Yeah. Okay, so I care about that one a lot personally.
Avicii? I don't.
Avicii is how
Avicii?
it's
I've never
pronounced.
heard of him. Never heard of him.
Oh, you've probably heard his remixes. Like it would be impossible for you not to have at some point on the radio in your life. So Avicii was a mega popular, like 2-time Grammy winning, multiple platinum EDM dance artist from Sweden.
Okay.
And he died like yesterday, uh, April 20th. Because apparently he had acute pancreatic, like, liver damage or something.
Ooh.
And and I guess actually that was known in 2007 or 16 when he stopped touring. But that was caused by excessive drinking. Which I guess kind of sucks. But I guess if you're out touring and you're like an EDM guy, like, you know, you're like in the party scene quite literally. So
It's your job.
I
It's your
mean,
job to
like,
party.
I don't know. Yeah, it is your job to party, you know? So I imagine, you know, and particularly being, and you can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is, you know, particularly in Europe and Europe areas, drinking is way more liberal.
Yeah.
Like it's way more socially and liberally done and accepted than it is here in America. So, you know, but I mean, he was 28. Like he died at 28. Like I'm like
Wow.
we're all older than him. You know? And
Yeah.
it's like fuck. A, I didn't know he was that young, and B, like to give you an example, like I've remixed Avicii songs. like like I like Avicii a lot. Like he's very good, you know? And he's like remixed like everybody from Beyonce to hip hop people. Like he was a big deal. He's a big deal.
Like I kind of want to look him up now, just so I can see if I
Oh,
mean,
you should.
because it seems like I would know it, but I don't, and it kind of like
Okay. I mean,
it kind of like got me that I was like, who is this guy that I've never heard of? You know?
yeah.
Because I mean, I'm a music head. I like all music. Side note, Tim, if you like, I don't know if this would be. I guess this would be entertainment. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
You're a well, you're not. I was going to ask if you're a classic rock fan, and you're not because you only listen to original soundtracks.
I mean,
But I'm sure you.
that's not entirely true. Like I
Yeah.
mean, I grew up on classic rock. There's select things in my music
Okay.
repertoire.
All right, you need to do yourself a favor and look up the band Greta Van Fleet.
Greta Van Fleet.
Yes. YouTube. Let's go there. If you like, I mean, obviously, you know, we all know the story about how my dad was. I grew up listening to like Led Zeppelin, The Doors, like you know, Rolling Stones, that kind of stuff. And these guys, like when you hear his voice, the lead singer's voice, it'll catch you right, like, oh shit, yeah, this is the shit.
So I'm looking at their Wikipedia. They formed in 2012.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so they're classic. So they're classic rock style, but they're new.
Yeah.
It says hard rock blues is their genre. Fair enough.
What song should I listen to that I would be like, oh yeah, I totally know this.
Did they do like covers or is it originals?
They do originals.
Okay. Are you trying to play a song right now?
I'm just looking for one that I would know.
Okay. Oh yeah. See, because
they remixed a bunch of stuff, so I'm just kind of like,
who? Oh, Avicii?
Yeah.
Yeah, Avicii.
ADVICCI, right?
AVICII. He's fucking. He's Oh, it's Swedish.
A-B-I-C-I-I. Got it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's Swedish as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, his real name is Tim Bergerling. Sad to lose another Tim in the world. Let's see here. I'm just gonna do "Hey, Wake Me Up" for 30 seconds on YouTube. And if you haven't heard of it, then I don't know how to help you, Mike.
That'd be hilarious.
Jesus, I don't even have to fucking finish typing it. That's how popular it is in YouTube. I just type "wake" and it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to play this for 30 seconds before cutting it because of laws. But not purple foam because fuck you, YouTube.
Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart.
Well, I mean, I know the original.
I can't tell where the journey went, but I know where to start. They tell me I'm too young to understand.
And 29 seconds.
I mean, I know the original, so that's I recognize that.
Well, but that's the thing, though. That was one of his originals. That wasn't a cover.
Oh yeah, I know that then. I mean, fuck's sake, that's like a driving song, and Jess will start singing it.
Yeah, but anyway, he's done a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's done a bunch of stuff, and then there's a ton of stuff that aren't on his discography because remix scene. So there's like a ton of stuff that's not necessarily on his Wikipedia thing. Like he's remixed a ton of stuff without getting paid for it. Let's see. He's trying to think of.
But I mean, like he was a partier, right? Like that's.
I mean,
obviously.
obviously.
That's why he died,
I mean, he was an EDM. I mean, if you're doing an EDM live, like you party, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's Swedish musician, DJ, remixer, and record producer. That's what it says on his thing on Wikipedia. Anyways, he was great. I'm very personally saddened by this. You know, like I'm actually probably, well, no, maybe not as much as that because VC, you know, came around on the scene more recently. But like I'm definitely sad about it. I'm sad about it like I'm sad about Linkin Park and like.
Oh yeah, that shit.
Speaking of Linkin Park, by the way, I read an article that I guess is dated January 2018 that they're gonna move on and they're gonna find a new lead guy.
Okay. Well, I mean that's big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Chester had that pain that was just so, you know.
This is part of the group, you know, and that's not a knock on everybody else who definitely evolved their own styles together.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they have to carry on whatever style it is that they think that they can carry on and find a new lead singer. You know, and the question is that new lead singer just their new lead singer now? Or is it like whoever they find is that will he become part of the Linkin Park, you know? Because you never know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works out. You find the right fucking dude and you continue on and make good shit. Like, for example, so like, it's funny, me and Jessica actually were talking about this like a couple days ago, like this specific thing about Linkin Park. And she brought up that, you know, Journey is still doing new albums.
I was going to say Journey, yeah.
And I was like, Journey's still doing new albums? They're like, yeah, they got like a Filipino dude who sounds exactly like the original singer, but they're doing new stuff. And I listened to a bunch of sample stuff and I was like, oh shit, this album from 2017, it's pretty fucking good. like it's not bad at all. So, you know, you can do it. So anyway, it's just hard. And I guess maybe I feel the VC one a little more personally because I remix things and electronic music and dance stuff, like that's much more up my alley with the heaps, with the hops and the beeps and whatnots.
I get it.
And I guess also, you know, he was a Tim. I feel that he used Logic Pro, which is what we're recording the show on. You know, like just saying, it's my boy. And you know, like I think the other thing that I guess I respect about a VC is like personally knowing how fucking hard it is to make electronic music, and it's like it's a whole other craft than just being like, oh, I'm good at piano and guitars and stuff. Like you have to really understand your program and how to bend that to your will to make wacky sounds and stuff. And that, you know, he wasn't like a group or anything, like he was a solo like baller dude. So
He was solo dolo, yeah.
yeah, you know, so that's like, you know, mad respect. Be playing his shit until my light burns out as well. Anyways,
I think mine was musical loss was Chris Cornell.
see, and I'm sorry,
yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Soundgarden, lead singer of Soundgarden, lead singer of
I know Soundgarden. Okay, so they've had different people on Soundgarden, or is that a recent thing?
No, he's always been the lead singer of Soundgarden. And I think Audioslave is his other band, and yeah, something about his voice, like you know how like some singers can bring you to tears.
Oh yeah, I just looked him up. He's a Seattleite. No kidding. He's born in Seattle.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Soundgarden is all about Seattle.
When did he die? Oh, he died last year.
Yeah.
Oh, he killed himself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by hanging. Oh Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
And he just performed a concert. Oh Jesus.
If you play his like music, if you just listen to his vocals, you can just be like, oh, there's pain. There is pain all in there. And I mean, I guess that's the best music, right? Like,
I mean, because again, I'm a soundtrack whore. Like I know because Soundgarden did the original song that was the at the end of the first Avengers movie. Because obviously Joss Whedon is a fan. But it's like, yeah, man, fucking music people always either killing themselves or dying too young. Like, really, just stop it.
Yeah.
Like for real. Okay. What else do I got here? So, you may have heard this, but Black Panther is now the third best-selling film in the U.S. of all time.
I did.
That is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
That is nuts.
Banana sandwiches, dude.
Like
bananas.
Like it knocked. Actually, I don't want to speak poorly here, so now I need to look it up. I need to figure out which one's the top three. Top 5 highest grossing movies of all time. Okay, well, Wikipedia, your list is wrong because that shit's that's wrong.
Wikipedia, step into my office. Why? Because you're fucking fired.
Oh, I typed in worldwide. My bad. Okay, well, do you want to know worldwide then?
Sure.
Okay, so top 10 worldwide. Black Panther is number 10 worldwide. 1.3 billion.
It's a B. It's a B, people.
Yeah. Number 9, The Last Jedi. 1.32 billion.
Okay.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Is the finale. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
1.34 billion. That's pretty dope. Ooh.
Okay.
Avengers Age of Ultron. 1.4 billion. Furious 7. 1.5 billion. Damn, big jump. Avengers, the original. 1.51 billion. Jurassic World, really? Okay, fine, whatever.
Listen, we're out there.
I know this tale, you and your kid.
No, I just love Jurassic World.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it was better than 2.
Well,
Or The
anything.
Lost World. Yeah.
Anything's better than 2.
Yeah, that's true. 3 was better than 2.
Not gonna argue.
Jurassic World, 1.6 billion.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
1.6.
we get the jumbo granddaddy jump. Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, $2 billion. Oof. Then Titanic at number 2 at 2.2 billion. And Avatar is still the worldwide best international movie at $2.7 billion. Whew.
I mean, Avatar was amazing, though.
I liked Avatar. I don't care what people say. Fucking liked it. Even if it was fucking Fern Gully for adults. And
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
No, it was.
Look up Fern Gully. There was a lawsuit between him and Cameron.
No, it's Fern Gully for adults. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, are you excited for whatever Avatar 2 is? Or I guess I should really say, are you excited for Avatar 2, 3, and 4?
Yeah. Underwater, in the air, and underground would be my guesses. I know it's not. This isn't Avatar The Last Airbender.
I mean, sure.
I think they said Avatar 2 is underwater.
I mean, it would make sense. I mean, that was all of James Cameron's inspiration. If you know anything about James Cameron, he's done a lot of historically deep filmed seabed exploring things and subs and shit.
Went into a little bubble and got dropped in the underwater.
Mm-hmm. Marianas Trench type shit. Okay, so that's worldwide. All right, so all-time USA box office. There we go. That's what I wanted to see.
Probably Avengers is number 1. Infinity War is gonna fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Infinity War's gonna stick a dick in it.
I mean, I really hope Infinity War fucks everything. Like, because if it doesn't beat Avatar, I'll be very sad.
Yeah.
So, okay, so US box office. You want the top 10 or the top 5?
We can do top 10.
Okay.
See how different we are than from the world.
So apparently, number 10 is 2017's Beauty and the Beast. It's shocking. I haven't seen it yet. I think it's on Netflix. My Jessica told me it was good. I think it is.
Listen, it was good. But have you seen the cartoon?
Of course.
Then you've seen the fucking movie.
I heard it's basically shot for shot, plus one new song. Yeah. But, hey, that's playing on all the people like me who watched it as a kid. It feels, So that's 500 million, or 504 million, I guess I should say. Number 9, I'm sorry, humanity, but you're wrong. Number 9 is Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, at 532 million. Okay, that's enough of that. Number 8, very respectable, one of my favorites, The Dark Knight, 534 million. Very good, very good, very good.
I'll give it that.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi is 620 million. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Marvel's The Avengers, first one, $623 million. Holy damn. It's very good. Trailing not too far ahead of it is Jurassic World, 652 million. Oof.
Oh my god, 652 million.
Right?
I gagged.
What did I say it was? 1.2 billion. So
yeah,
America was the majority of sales for dinosaurs. Okay, fair enough. Titanic was not too far ahead of it at 659 million. And then here we go. Here's what I was talking about to begin with. Black Panther, number 3, $677 million.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then number 2, beating it by a decent amount, is Avatar, $760 million. And then fucking all of those top 3 is just out of sight for the number 1 movie in United States history. Star Wars Force Awakens at, wait for it, $936 million. It's got like It's got like $200 and $400 million on the movies below it. That's ridiculous. That's how much America loves Star Wars.
Oh yeah, it's
$1 billion worth. That's how much it loves it.
Exactly. It's a national thing. Like
it's a national treasure.
Yeah, 100%. It's a national treasure. Yeah,
Literally, because of all the treasure it generated.
That's a lot of chess.
Don't need to do a Skull Fort and Sea of Thieves. Just need to produce Force Awakens #2.
That's a lot, though. Holy shit, that's a lot of Skull Forts.
Right? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. But anyway, I brought all this stuff up. So, Black Panther, #3 movie in American history by gross. Undeniable. And it came out fucking 2-3 months ago? That's ridiculous. It's also incredibly fast. Like
fast. Yeah.
Like, holy damn. So, okay. So, I mean, you've seen the movie. I've seen the movie.
I have.
I think it's great, but it has pacing and a couple plot problems.
Well, yeah.
That's my opinion.
A couple.
Thoroughly labeled as such. So, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you think, and this might get a little edgy for any of our listeners of the African American persuasion. I'm obviously not black. Neither is Mike. Our cohort who is black, who isn't here because he works Saturdays. I should actually throw this question to Damien. I feel like he would have a good answer for it. Do you think that the Black Panther is that high because it's a mainlining, popular, both Marvel and black superhero?
I think that this is exactly why Wonder Woman was so successful. Because women were marginalized for so long in the superhero genre that, I mean, it is a great movie. Wonder Woman's a great movie, just like Black Panther's a great movie.
Yeah.
But, like, I was walking around the mall before Black Panther came out, and I was wearing a Black Panther, like, classic T-shirt, like one of the comic book covers.
Yeah.
And a dude saw me, looked me in my eye, and was like, "That shit comes out in a couple weeks, bro." Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't think it mattered the color of the actor or of the hero, but I think it definitely, like, calls. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to do this as delicately as I can.
I think you're doing great so far. Keep going.
Not have Cheeto fingers on Reddit come after me. I mean, I don't care. I don't care. You can come.
Yeah.
But make sure when you do, you bring a hammer because I'm gonna put you to sleep. It called to the people. It called to everybody. It doesn't matter, like, white, black, green, yellow, purple, whatever color you are. A great movie is a great movie. But it was like we did it for the African American people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for so long. I mean, we have. Let's play this game. Name a hero, a superhero that's not white.
Miles Morales.
Okay. Storm, Luke Cage.
Yep.
Who else you got? Spawn. Okay, Spawn doesn't count because he used to be.
Current Ghost Rider.
Okay. The best Green Lantern. That's like 7.
The best Green Lantern. That's a great way of putting it. It's true though. You're not wrong. I don't disagree.
I'm not.
Nothing against Hal Jordan, but come on.
But other than that, my point is just name all the superheroes that are white.
There's so many.
Which is true. We don't have enough time for that.
Yeah. I mean, well, okay. There's don't forget Static Shock and Black Lightning, who's got his own TV show right now.
Okay. I dare you to say Diggle. I dare you.
I'll say Diggle. I haven't seen like the last 3 seasons, so I think he's still good. Oh fuck, we're forgetting about Blade and Cyborg. Come on.
Okay.
Don't forget. Don't forget Spawn.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, nothing called to the people like Black Panther did. Because Black Panther, let's just be honest. it's a cultural piece.
Sure. It is. It is a literal cultural piece, both from the African Wakanda parallels, but also the how it was in the 90s to now parallels,
Yes.
which I thought was very smart for the movie to do, personally.
And that's why it called to the people. That's why it called to everybody. Like, I wasn't the only, Jessica and I weren't the only white people in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like, it was a great mix. But, like, the fact that when I walked in, a dude gave me knuckles that I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And Jess was like, "You know that guy?" I'm like, "Nah." She's like, "Why did you give me knuckles?" I'm like, "We're in Black Panther." It's just how it is.
Fair enough.
And it's cultural because it sticks with. It's the movie before Infinity Wars.
Well, that's true too, and obviously the hype for Infinity War probably helped a little. Mm-hmm. So my question to you then, and the whole reason I launched this thing, not to be some sort of cultural thing on like the blackness of Black Panther or anything like that, but feeling that that's a valid question to adding to its top 3 in the U.S. Like I would argue, I mean, except for Avatar, Star Wars, bunch of white people, Jurassic World, bunch of white people, Titanic, hella white, Batman, Dark Knight, hella white, like white is white. So I would imagine, and not trying to be political or anything like that, that it definitely helped it. Definitely pushed it over the edge.
Yeah.
And it was a really good film, like I said. Mm-hmm. So, that being said, at $677 million.
Say it again.
677 million, top 3, came out months ago. Like, it's coming out on home video really fast on May 3rd or 5th or whatever. Which is kind of a little weird. Because it's like, that is the shortest run I've ever seen for a Marvel movie. But we all know that that's because Infinity War is in a couple days.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, do you think Infinity War, of any movie in the last 20 years, has the shot to take #1 movie in not just US, but the world?
Without a doubt.
Because if you have, the heat of fame coming off of Black Panther,
mm-hmm.
and you've got every fucking buddy else in the fucking Marvel universe in one fucking movie, in one fucking battle, plus Spider-Man, and I say that because it's like, I feel like that's just like that's automatically 200 million right there. Because I'm looking at U.S. box office return right now, and the first Spider-Man film, none of the newer ones seem to be up here, at least in the top 10. The original Spider-Man film's at 27, and it was at 403 million. So that's like adding 404 million to the Black Panther gross, potentially. So it's like, I mean, are we looking at our first $3 billion movie and nobody can ever touch that ever in the history of cinema again, because Marvel did this completely historic cinematic thing of connecting multiple movies since 2008?
I mean, this is their chess move. You know what I mean? This is literally their grand push. This is game, set, match, checkmate. Like, there is no. That's why I said without a doubt. When you ask me that question, without a doubt, this is going to break every single record. This is the crescendo to the symphony that Kevin Feige has created for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, just don't think for a split second he's not bringing the absolute thunder.
Yeah,
because he's going to bring the thunder.
I mean, you seen the trailers.
Yeah,
there's fucking thunder.
I got a hard on when I watched that. That's not a joke. That was serious.
Yeah, no.
Two things in this world gave. Yeah. Two things non-sexual is giving me a hard on. A donut was one of them, and the Avengers Infinity War trailer was one of them.
You're on a great roll, but back up a second. What do you mean a donut gave you a hard on?
It was really good. I'm really weird when it comes to food. we could talk about weird things like proclivities that we have, but like I mean, I think that I'm not saying that you would judge me as a person. I mean, but you'll definitely go, what? Well, let's just leave it at that.
Well, can I ask what kind of donut it was?
It was a funfetti-filled Dunkaroos donut.
Dunkaroos donut? What the
Yep,
fuck
yep.
is a Dunkaroos donut? Is
You
that
don't remember
is that the thing from my childhood? The little kangaroo?
motherfucker? Yeah.
They still have those?
No, but they did. They made them.
What?
The donut shop made it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was fucking ooh. I ate that shit. I was like, yo, give me 6 more. My man was like, you want 6 more? I was like, I didn't stutter, bitch. Put it in the bag. I got very few things get me going. Like food, good food. I've been sick for I got sick real bad, and I couldn't eat for a couple days, and I cried while eating an orange.
Ugh.
Yeah, dude.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. Why was the orange the first food you go to after not eating for a couple days?
Vitamin C.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But wouldn't that be rough on your stomach though, because the sorbic acid?
Yeah, I don't know. You'd think so, but it didn't.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I'm talking to the guy who like fucking threw up black stuff a couple months ago.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, whatever. Fair enough.
But I got a couple things to add to the life when we get to it. It should have been entertainment, but fuck it. It's life now.
Okay. Well, that was a huge segment. I'm pretty sure, did I text you this image? But Rick and Morty, I guess, guest starred in the background of a My Little Pony episode.
You did.
This is a real thing, folks. Yeah, I'm not making this up. It's April 21st, not April 1st. It's a real thing. It all happened. I can tell you what happened when I showed you this picture to my girlfriend, Jessica. Like, I can tell you it verbatim. Here's how it went down. You ready?
Yeah.
No. 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 No! I'm fucking leaving. Fuck. No. Fuck. I'm out. I'll see you tomorrow. That was her exact words, and she fucking left the building.
Did she really?
Yeah. I mean, it was the end of the night. She had to go home anyway. But like, she was just like she left 15 minutes earlier than she really needed to. Like, that's how much it upset her. She's like, I don't believe that exists.
No, it does. It does.
Yeah, and I showed it to my coworker, who's a big Rick and Morty fan, and he just started laughing his ass off. Now, the reason that this is kind of important to me, aside from the fact that I think Friendship of Magic is actually a pretty good show, before I found out it was a pretty good show, which was by helping my sister's kid when she was a baby, and it was one of the few shows that I could tolerate. So I've seen them all. Don't judge me. At the base of this microphone that every fucking podcast has been recorded on, when some shit broke on it, because I've had this Blue Yeti for fucking at least more than 10 years at this point. And so some shit has broke on it, but it is still kicking. On the base and the metal, when I gave it to a friend of mine to fix, he had his brother's girlfriend, who's a tattoo artist, metal etch a My Little Pony fucking pony on the base of this microphone, and I have to look at it every fucking podcast I have ever done in the last 6 years. So one could say these podcasts are magic. Oh, I mean, was that good?
The friendship, yeah, this friendship is magic as well.
That's true. Our friendship is magic. But anyway, I just wanted to. I was really kind of more of a PSA to people that Rick and Morty, in some universe, there's a Rick and Morty that's a little pony.
Well, I mean, and if you go by the theory of the infinite universes, there's a Tim and Mike that are reversed.
Oh, could you imagine? Yeah. I can't imagine that. That'd be really weird to me.
Be really weird. because you'd have the greatest puppy in the world, and I would be angry.
Yeah.
I love that fucking dog, Tim.
I'm good. I'm glad, man. Like, I'm super glad that Pete is there, man. Like, I got a little misty-eyed the other night because, like, I had some hair in my mouth and Jessica was pulling it out. And then she's like, that's gross. And then I was like, what? She's like, you have some hair in your mouth. And I was like, well, get it out. And she pulled it out. And then she's like, you don't want to know what it's from. And I was like, what? It's like, it's from Zephyr. I was like, you telling me I had my dead dog's hair in my mouth? She's like, yeah. I was like, we need to change the subject.
Dude, I've been there. I know.
You know. Anyways. Have I talked to you about a show called Counterpart, Mike?
No.
Okay, so I've been watching this show Counterpart. No. Fuck, that's not it. Counterpart. Okay. Called Counterpart. It's on FX, or no, it's on FX. It's a Stars show. So here's the premise. It stars veteran, fantastic actor J.K. Simmons, best known to the nerd culture as the one and only live-action J. Jonah Jameson, and also more recently in Justice League, the latest Jim Gordon. But he's also done 1,001 dramatic things. This is definitely one of those dramatic things. It's a TV show. It stars him. So the premise is he's this boring-ass, plain Jane old dude who works at this kind of weird, nebulous, like, building agency, and he doesn't know what they do there, but he's been going and working there for like 30 years, and every day he goes in and he like reads a code sheet across like a mirror to like another person in a business suit who also reads him a code sheet to see if they match. And then he goes about his day and he goes home and then starts his day all over again. Super boring. And this is all in the trailer, by the way, so you can like look this shit up. And then next day he goes in and somebody from higher up pulls him in and is like, we've had a problem and I've been authorized to bring you in on this. And he's like, bring me in on what? I'm like this dopey little old dude, you know? I don't know anything going on. I've been doing the same thing. Boring as fuck. And so then they bring him down to the basement of this building. And he comes down to the basement of the building and he sits in this weird room. And they bring in another dude who's got like a bag over his head. And other dude comes in and they pull out the bag and there's another him sitting across from him.
Huh.
And the original dude that we spent like sort of the intro of the show and the trailer with is just like, what? And then the other dude who looks exactly like him is like, oh, really? You told my fucking other? And so then that opens up a can of worms. And so the premise of the show is back during World War II in Germany, classically, of course, Nazis were doing an experiment. It went wrong, and it created like a literal doorway in this building. And whenever you step through this doorway, you're in another Earth.
Huh, okay.
But the hook of this show that makes it quite more interesting than some sort of alternate reality thing is that the realities are not alternate. Is that from that point in the split, apparently they created two Earths, like two identical Earths. Everyone had the same background, origin, down to the DNA, down to the molecule. Everything was identical at this split from World War II with the Nazis. Everything from that point is when the world started to change and diverge. And so in one world, this lead character of J.K. Simmons is this boring-ass guy who does this thing for the building company who manages the gateway between worlds, right? And then in the other, he's a fucking international assassin who like does wet work in between two different Earths.
You see, I could have called what that was. Like I was gonna say he's a badass super soldier, isn't he?
There's no like superpowers or anything, but he's a fucking badass.
Yeah, like
for
a
sure.
bad motherfucker.
Yeah. And so it's like, and it's like a different alternate reality / doppelganger show where it's like he has conversations with himself and they're just like, oh yeah, I remember that time when we were a kid. And he's like, yeah. And then they'll be like, hey, what happened with, our daughter? And then the other will be like, oh, she had a miscarriage in my world. And, and then we're like, oh shit, and then they'll be like, oh, well, do you want some like fish or something? And he's like, can't eat fish. And he's like, why? And he's like, oh, I got high cholesterol. He's like, really? I don't have high cholesterol. Like just like weird, subtle little things like that. And so sort of the premise of the show is finding out like what is the deal with this other version of him. And it's pretty good. My one complaint against the show is that it's slow as fuck, which is why I haven't talked about it until now, because I'm about 6 episodes into a 10-episode season now. But I think it's pretty good. It's definitely building, like it's picking up speed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's one of the more unique shows. Like it's actually shot in Berlin, so the show already has a unique look to it.
Okay.
But it's good. It's got good actors. The acting's good. A lot of mystery, intrigue, and if you like wet worky spy shows, it's definitely super spy-y, which is good.
I mean, stars can't do wrong. They did Black Sails.
It's true. Black Sails, so fucking good. Okay, you just opened up the segue. Speaking of Black Sails, so I saw the movie I Feel Pretty last night with MoviePass.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. Oh, I gagged. I was like,
I saw it.
How was it?
I mean, I'll say like the first like half hour, 45 minutes of the film, pretty bad. Like it was real slow actually before it like got going. Like you've seen the trailer, I assume?
Yeah.
For it. Premise of the film is what's her fucking face?
Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer is like this dumb bitch and she's all like insecure about her weight and appearance and stuff, and she like works for this like fucking makeup company, and she goes to like a fucking spin cycle, a soul cycle class, and she falls off the fucking bike and smashes her head, and you never see it as the audience, but in her head she thinks she's become like this like hot, sexy runway model. And it gives her all this confidence. And everybody's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, and she's completely like blonde to the max, oblivious to the rest of reality, basically. And the reason I said it was a segue to Billy is because one of the hot American executives who runs this makeup company that she's like trying to get up the ranks for or some shit, is the dude who played Billy on Black Sails.
Oh.
Yeah. And he totally has the hots for her. It's just like, anyways. Yeah, so I saw that movie. It definitely had some funny moments. But they're all towards like the last half of the film, basically. And the first like 30 minutes or 45 minutes are pretty just like, oh, I'm so glad this is MoviePass and it's kind of not real money.
I didn't spend any money on this, and if I did, it would just be MoviePass money.
Yeah, MoviePass will outpay this as long as I keep afloat for another month so I can see Pacific Rim and a bunch of other shit. Like,
Oh, 100% I know. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Pacific Rim. I like the season, the IP. I like the idea of it. I haven't seen the second one.
Yeah,
but the second one looks really, really good. Like,
yeah,
it's a popcorn movie.
Yeah, I
dude
mean,
popcorn movie.
I can't. It's totally a dude popcorn movie, which is great because my girl likes dude popcorn movies, which is good. But you know, she also likes I Feel Pretty. So
I was gonna say she also likes I Feel Pretty. Apparently,
I'll tell you this: it's not as bad as this movie that I watched on HBO a couple weekends ago that had it had like Nathan Fillion in it as like this doctor in this rural thing or whatever. That movie had literally no, like, I hated the movie by the end of the film. Like, that's how bad it was. So it was, in comparison to that, a lot of movies are better. And I Feel Pretty is one of those better movies. So that's what I have to say about that. You know, and the ironic part though about like going to this movie is my Jessica fucking hates Amy Schumer. Like she will soapbox about how much she hates that cunt. Like that's how much she gets into it. She'd be like, that fucking bitch, fucking cunt. Like she hates Amy Schumer. And I'm like,
okay.
And so when she's like, I really want to go see I Feel Pretty. I was like, okay, we got MoviePass now, sure. And then she's like, it's an Amy Schumer movie. And I was like, didn't you tell me like over your dead body you would watch an Amy Schumer movie? She was like, yes, but I think this one might be good. And I'm just like, okay. I mean, she hates Amy Schumer in a way that I hate Reese Witherspoon.
Okay. Like I hate Channing Tatum.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I have no beef with that. Like, I could take him or leave him as a...
He's not a good actor.
I could take him or leave him as an actor.
He's not an actor.
Well, neither was The Rock, and he proved me wrong.
Yeah, but The Rock is an actor though. Now, he's not just a pretty dude who shook his dick on screen.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah. By the way, that was the other option. She was thinking about going. She was thinking about us going to see Cocked Block, which is
I'd have gone to see that.
Huh?
I would have gone to see Cock Block.
But it's got Channing Tatum.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. No, John Cena.
Oh, maybe I'm confused on Channing Tatum and John Cena then.
I believe you are. I'm
okay. Hang on.
I like John Cena.
I have to do a comparison here. John Cena. Okay, John Cena. Channing Tatum.
They're both big ass dudes, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh, Channing Tatum. Okay. Yeah, the one who's still supposed to be Gambit.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Hashtag not my Gambit.
Yeah.
Not my Remy. Go fuck yourself.
See, like, the only thing I've really seen Channing Tatum in is fucking the G.I. Joe movies. And I don't care what you say, I like the G.I. Joe movies. Give me more of those filthy movies.
I mean, that's fine. It's a popcorn dude movie. I give you that.
Yeah.
I'll take 2 points off of any movie that has Channing Tatum in it.
Okay, that's fair. Fair enough. When the fuck is that fucking Gambit film coming out? Like, no, really.
I don't know. Give me somebody other than him, and it can come out tomorrow.
Yeah. Southern Media Gambit. Oh, it says it's supposed to come out not this June, but next June.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, a lot of directors have left that film.
Yeah, Channing Tatum.
Rupert Wyatt left, Doug Liman left, and Gore Verbinski left. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. John Cena, better actor than Channing Tatum. No argument for me there. Anyways, where the fuck did we get off topic on?
We were at entertainment, and then kind of went to life because you went to go see.
Oh yeah,
a movie that you didn't want to go see. But that's the best part about MoviePass. It's technically not my money.
Yeah, I mean, seeing as that's the only MoviePass thing I have ever seen with it, technically it is my money. Mm-hmm. But as soon as I see Pacific Rim, that bad movie is like wiped out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it balances itself. It's great. Sweet. Let's move the fuck on from that. Hey man, there's a little show that second season is starting next week or tomorrow, not next week. Shut the fuck up.
I know. It's on my DVD motherfucking R.
You DVR that stuff instead of like watching it through an app?
Yeah, DVR.
Why?
Because it's on my TV. Why would I watch it through an app?
Because you can watch it fucking 6 hours earlier.
Yes, I watch it with Jess. It's fine.
Okay.
The only reason I have HBO.
Yeah. Okay.
Literally, I want to get rid of HBO so fucking bad.
Well, what about
Game of Thrones? Yeah, that's like 2 years from now.
Ain't that the truth?
They filmed a battle scene that took them 55 days to film.
I know. Did we talk about this?
No, but we are now.
Oh yeah. So forkers. Is that a thing? That feels kind of sexual. Maybe I should call them forkers.
Yeah, no, it's really bad. I was gonna call them. Fork fam. The fork
fam. Yeah, that's probably the most polite one. I was trying to think of something else that with forks like silverware shepherders. It's just all bad. It's just all bad. Prongs. My prongies. Oh, it's so bad.
Please help us.
My prongies. Fork fam.
Prongies. Fork fam.
Oh God. That's so good. Yeah, let's just keep with fork fam. Because it does make actually kind of sense. You got forks, you got family, dinner table, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Anyways, God, I'm thinking of more terrible things. Because I was thinking about the fork in your ear. Because it's like we also have ear, and it's like our fucking logo is a dude who's got a fork in his ear, but it's also like a speaker, like it's going into a microphone kind of thingamajig. So it's like, what if our listeners were called like hearing aids?
It's terrible.
That's worse. The amount of scoff, like you couldn't even bring it up to like chuckle about it. You're just like, that's just bad.
Yeah, I was like, please stop.
Okay, I'll stop. So anyway, Fork Fam, WESTWORLD, season 2, in less than 24 hours from the recording of this podcast on Saturday, April 21st. How excited are you, Mike?
I'm at a 9.
I'm at an 8.5, which might be a little lower than you might have been expecting, considering I think I was the one who got you to watch the show. Was I? I was like,
yeah, you were.
Bitch, watch this show. I'm super excited, but I'm also trying to like keep my reservations in check because it's been a long fucking wait. It's been 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Like it'd been a long fucking time. And I'm trying to keep my stuff in check because I read the non-spoilerly review that doesn't really talk about anything at all, other than whether it was good or bad and sort of the emotions they felt about it. The non-spoiler review of the first 5 episodes on IGN. And they were basically saying that it is brilliant and magnificent and everything you want in a season 2. But their caveat was like, don't go in expecting it to be as hyper twisty as season 1.
Mm-hmm.
With the further caveat to being is like, but we may be wrong because we've only seen half the season. So because like one of the things for me was like I dug the fuck out of every twist and mindfuck that they threw at me. And like that's one of the reasons why I'm here for WESTWORLD. You know, like I love the acting, I love the world, like I love what's gonna happen. I want to know what's gonna happen with Dolores. By the way, spoilers for WESTWORLD season 1. So, you know, if you're listening to this show, me and Mike are gonna spoil the fuck out of WESTWORLD season 1. So tune out of this part somehow, and then tune back in for the other parts. And apologies in advance for spoiling WESTWORLD. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. You know, and catching up with the Man in Black, you know, in both more flashbacks and also, you know, whatever he's going to be up to in the park, you know, and also getting into Shogun World You know, that's gonna be
Yes.
dope. Which I've heard rumors that the Shogun World episode is almost entirely subtitled, and everybody
The
speaks
Japanese?
and everybody speaks Japanese. And I
Nice.
was like, oh, commitment. That's Westworld, man. But at the same time, I also have a lot of faith in Lisa Joy and Jonathan Nolan to deliver just drama that's gonna fucking make my dick hard, you know? So, and I don't mean like that, like an orgy way, but like good drama to me is like a drug. Like, I've revisited so many of the scenes in Westworld so many times that it's like, man, just give it to me.
I might. I'm gonna be honest. I might rewatch it tonight. The entire first season.
Fuck.
Dude,
Okay.
I've watched Alter Carbon 4 times.
Yeah, I'm gotta say that's I mean, I watched it one time and I watched a couple of the episodes twice because I wasn't willing to wait for Jessica. But like, yeah, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I don't even know how you watched it 4 times. Like, how did you find the time?
Every time I'm at physical therapy, I just throw it on. I'm in a fucking ice bath, you know, with my shoulder hooked up to a stim machine. So.
Oh, really? Is that what? I mean, I guess I had no idea what you actually did in physical therapy. Because, like, when I think of physical therapy, I think of like some bitch teaching you to do like a leg exercise or like the little hand holdy thing to like get you walking again.
No, that's physical training. That's
okay.
like personal training.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent you a picture of me actually with the shoulder, the ice, and the there's a stim. There's connectors hooked up to my shoulder.
Jesus
contracting.
fucking Winter Soldier.
Hmm.
That's some fucking Winter Soldier shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is going on in that t-shirt?
It's a workout shirt.
Is it like a crazy pirate shirt? Like, what's going on?
There's wings and a shield and a cross on it. The fleur de lis. It's the douche mic stage of my life. I do. I wear them to you know, I wear them to fucking get fucked up in.
Fair enough.
Like I do yard work. When I do yard work, I do like housework, painting and stuff in shitty t-shirts that Jess calls them the douche mic t-shirts.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so what's your wildest theory for what you think could occur in season 2 of Westworld?
I don't think Dr. Ford's dead.
Okay. I'm on board with that theory.
I think he has his memories or like a cerebral scan saved and like, I mean, sleeves basically.
Sure.
Like an army of I mean, we don't know. The one who was shot could have been a host.
Yeah. That's true too.
You don't know who's a host. Fucking Bernard is a host, and you didn't know until you couldn't see the goddamn door.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's very true. It's very true. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Actually, a good point on that is something I read like earlier in the year was Jonathan Nolan was saying that they were going to get into how the brains or hard drives of the hosts actually work in season 2.
Okay.
Which I was like, ooh, tell me more, mystery man. Tell me more. But, you know, you're right. And Alter Carbon's a good parallel. You know, like it could be, they could just be stacks. You know, they could be stacks and sleeves for all we know. We have no idea.
I actually don't think that the park is on Earth.
Thank you. That's mine. That's mine. I don't want it to be on Earth.
No, I think it's on a different planet.
I never thought of another planet. I could get behind moon, space station, or another planet. I'm down for all of those, to be honest.
Because think about remember when they talk like how long do you have until you go back? Or I think they use the term
rotation.
Rotation. That's a deployment term.
No shit.
That's not when you go home. That's not when you off. When you rotate out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I caught him like, are they on? And then in my head, I'm thinking, well, if you have got motherfucking self-aware robots and a park where Tim and I could go and shoot everyone, rape, pillage, plunder, save the world, ride a horse off a cliff, and be okay.
Yeah.
What says this is on Earth?
Exactly.
I'm thinking there's like, it could be a space station, for fuck's sake. Each part could be a self-sustained space station, and the train could be like a hyperspeed monorail.
Hang on the self-sustained space station. Wherever it is, I think all the parks are on top of each other, because of that one scene in the season finale where they like run through the diagnostic area of Shogun World and they look down and it just goes down infinitely. Like the biggest motherfucking structure you've ever seen in your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just saying. But yeah, any of those would please me greatly. Because if like the season 3 poster of Westworld is like fucking hosts on horses on fucking Mars or some shit. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
I also think the woman from the company, I can't remember her name right now.
The chick who was in Thor Ragnarok?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I think she's Maeve's daughter.
What?
Yeah.
What? That's the most wildest theory I've ever heard. Like, why? How? When? What? Do you think the hosts can reproduce fucking humans?
No, I think that they just aged her up and put her memory in there, just like Bernard.
Oh. Damn. Okay.
So that's why, remember on the train when Maeve was riding away, she started thinking about her daughter?
Yeah.
Maybe because she was close to her.
Well, I thought it was because, Ford wrote that loop for her. Because here's the thing. She's not actually free. Dolores is the only one that's actually free. Supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at what she was looking at, like all of that stuff was there. Like the girl on the train that like clued her into going back was the fucking girl from the park. Like it wasn't like a human.
Yeah.
So that was put there for her loop.
Okay. I can get behind. I mean, I can get behind anything. That's what's so great about this show.
Mm-hmm.
That it gives you the opportunity to just freestyle your like. Here's what I think is happening.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's good. Super good. But yeah, I guess we'll know a lot more tomorrow.
Yeah. So, we will.
Yeah. God, I hope the episode's like long. I hope it's like a two.
A two-parter?
Don't fuck me. I don't want a two-parter. I want it like a 2-hour season premiere.
Well, like a double long episode is what I mean.
Yeah, because it's been gone fucking forever.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do, and I love it.
Yeah, man, I have such a weird relationship with Westerns because it's like, I feel like on the surface, a Western isn't that interesting to me, like just a straight Western. But a lot of straight Westerns are actually really good.
Yeah.
And if you add like sci-fi to it, like, Firefly, obviously, extremely famous space Western, literally.
Yeah.
It's fucking hot. And like Westworld, very hot because it's hella sci-fi and it's hella Western at the same time, which is pretty great. I'm actually looking it up right now. Westworld season 2. Give me those run times. Tell me tomorrow's episode is long. Seriously, Wikipedia? You couldn't fucking... Oh, first episode. Great title, by the way. Journey into Night. Which is the fucking last campaign that the fucking Dungeon Master wrote for the fucking world. Oh, man. Why won't you give me a runtime? Seriously? Why can't I find this information? I don't... Why is this... fucking fuck. Why do I have to type wiki? Go. Give me this thing. But I don't know. That's a great theory. Fucking the executive is Maeve's daughter, some fucking how.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. That's what's so great about this show.
Hmm.
I mean, I know I'm cutting down on time here. To bring up some more life stuff.
Yeah.
Jess and I had an anniversary.
Oh, yeah. Did you say you were running out of time?
Oh yeah, because my game is coming up.
Oh, you didn't mention that to me. What? How much time you got?
7:15-ish will be fine. It's every week.
Give me
game.
like an hour's because I'm not on 7:15 time.
Like 30 more minutes.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So I gotta be done by 4 then, my time.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's fine.
Jess and I had our anniversary. 5 years together, 3 years exclusively.
What? two of the years you guys weren't exclusive?
I wasn't. Darkest Timeline, Mike. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Listen.
I mean, did she know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But like, she was okay with it?
No, but she couldn't do anything about it.
Oh. Okay.
Darkest Timeline, Mike. We'll just leave it at that.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna bring up this picture with you in that shirt with the beard as Darkest Timeline, Mike. Every time you see it.
It is. That's longer beard, longer hair.
Yeah. Okay.
So like I said, we've been together 5-3. And then, we went to Pennsylvania. We went to Philadelphia, ate at my buddy's restaurant.
Nice. What'd you guys eat?
She had the Caesar salad, which has homemade Caesar dressing, and the croutons are not garlic bread. I'm sorry, cornbread. She had the catfish. Okay,
I've never actually had catfish. What's it taste like? Like, which fish would you compare it to? Is it like a deadpan fish, like halibut, or is it more flavorful, like a salmon or a
like dirty flounder?
Haven't had flounder, so can't.
Like tilapia. Tilapia with some funk.
Okay. Sounds good.
I had the chicken wings.
Okay.
Smoked with an Alabama white barbecue sauce, and the fried chicken with garlic cheese grits and not your mama's potato salad. Amazing.
Sounds good.
And then we shared a dessert, which was cookies and milk.
Okay.
It's cookie dough.
Oh,
homemade cookie dough.
I thought you were actually saying you had cookies and milk, like no, classic lovers who are like poor under a bridge kind of thing.
No, I mean it's good though. It's deep fried cookie dough, but it's deep fried like a funnel cake batter, and the milk is a horchata milkshake.
Okay.
Really tasty, really good, super decadent. Then we went, home.
I've never had horchata because, as people listen, as our Fork fam knows, my Jessica is Hispanic, and she's told me never to have horchata.
It's cinnamon milk.
I know, but like at the same time, she's like, "You don't want horchata," and I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "I'm not gonna fucking tell you." And I was like, oh, "Okay,
sure." Maybe
fair.
Maybe traditional horchata is a very different substance, but to me, it's pretty tasty.
Fair enough.
Then we went home, and she was like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "I want to watch. You sit on the couch and watch movies with you." And we went on demand, and I ordered The Shape of Water, which I now own.
Okay.
And I was like, "What movie do you want?" And she was like, "Can we get The Greatest Showman?"
I kind of secretly want to see that movie.
It's fucking fantastic.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, now that you said it, because we agree on movies, I think.
Midway through the movie, she had her friend called her, and she's super loud on the phone with her friend, and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to watch the movie. Be quiet. Like, and I know you like, because you like soundtracks. Hugh Jackman's in the movie.
I know exactly what kind of movie it is.
Yeah,
it's a fucking Moulin Rouge kind of movie.
Yeah, and not only can he motherfucking be Shred City, Utah, aka Logan, but he can sing and dance. And there's a couple parts in the movie that like they do a lot of group numbers because it's a circus. It's about circus, about Barnum and Bailey or P.T. Barnum, and he like stomps. They stomp a lot and like do the beat like that, like doing stomp with their. Oh, it's so good. Okay, the songs are good. There's a little person. The little person cusses. It's fan-fucking-tastic.
Sweet.
So,
I'll have to. I mean, it's out, right?
Yeah, you can probably get it on DVD if you wanted to.
It's DVD.
Yeah, that's what everybody. That's what people are like. Why don't you just get it on DVD? I'm like, oh yeah, and I get my porno via magazines as well. Fuck out of here. I'll beat my dick. My dick like a fucking pilgrim.
Oh, I needed that joke, man. Oh, I needed that joke. Yeah, I'm gonna get my porno in a magazine.
Fuck out of here.
I think you broke me.
What do I look like to you?
Woo. Okay, bring it back. Okay, yeah, Greatest Showman, not available streaming, available to rent on fucking everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Good to know. I'm gonna power through the rest of this entertainment.
Go ahead.
I think we brought up a long time ago on Fork in Your Ear that Alison Mack, aka Clhoe, from the OG DC TV series Smallville, was alleged to be in a sex trafficking ring, like a really big evil one. She's been officially charged for sex trafficking.
I mean, have you seen her?
I mean,
she looks like the type of chick that's into some weird shit.
I mean, okay, so when you say have you seen her, with what emphasis do you place upon that communication?
I mean, just look at her. It might just be my freak meter. Like my freak meter's super high. Like I can look at a person and be like, she's a freak, or she's fucking crazy, and I'm usually right. Like I'm looking at a picture of her, and like, yeah, you probably are kidnapping girls, putting some heroin in them, getting them addicted, and then use them as sex slaves, which is horrible, by the way. No one in the Fork in Your Ear family condones sex trafficking.
Yeah, this one was really weird. Like it was like a sex trafficking like cult thing. Like, so I guess she was second in command to this like leader dude, who I guess according to this thing that I read had to be called like the prefect or some shit. But it was a thing, like it was a corporation from like 1998 onwards until recently, and its thing was like to help insecure business executives like succeed in stressful things, like, and they only wanted people with like MDAs and stuff, or MBA, whatever the fuck the thing is.
Yeah,
the thing that means you're smart with business, and like apparently you would like go to these seminars, and then she would like come like rope you into like a secondary thing. And it's like this whole fucking rigmarole, like take your money here, literally like take you, and I guess there's like a physical like branding thing with like a cow product, like what the fuck. It's a whole thing. Anyways, we're running out of time. It's bad, really sucks. Truth time, totally jerked off to Alison Mack, not gonna lie. So maybe that's how she did it. Fair enough. It sucks because she was like the sweet, nice one on Smallville, which is
not gonna lie. I jerked off on the vampire episode.
Was she in a vampire thing?
No, but Lois Lane was the girl who played.
Oh yeah, Lois Lane from Smallville is fucking hella hot.
Yeah, oh god,
the hottest Lois Lane in my opinion. You can get an amen from that?
Yeah, amen.
Yeah, sweet. Agreed. Anyways.
Let the church say amen.
So Netflix is now the third most profitable movie studio in Hollywood.
Fuck yes.
Let me say that again.
So,
It's the third most profitable movie studio in Hollywood, trailing only behind Comcast and Disney. It has something like $137 billion of capital, which means that it beats Fox and Sony and Lionsgate and MGM
anyone that's
and
not Comcast or Disney.
yeah, anyone that's not Comcast or Disney. But the point is that it beats big old time ancient studios that have had, that are part of like our movie watching repertoire and legacy, And Netflix is only going to keep growing. Like it's gunning for Comcast and Disney. Like, because it don't give a fuck.
Oh, I forgot the movie I was going to tell you about. The shitty movie. Truth or Dare?
Oh, yeah. How was that?
Fucking terrible.
Okay, I kind of figured.
Like, just watching this like, oh, Blumhouse, what are you doing? You did so good. Then you just decide you want to, like midway through, Jess and I were like, Truth or Dare? And she was like, Truth. And I'm like, I regret this movie. Like, that's how bad. I don't walk out of movies.
Oh, did you walk out?
I almost did. We almost did.
Yeah.
But she was like, I really want to watch this dumb bitch get her hand smashed in the head. There it is. Like, we just kept setting goals. Like, okay, this guy's going to get stabbed in the eye.
Oh,
Bam.
my God. Oh, my God. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, I'm trying to power through. Netflix has The Witcher TV series.
Okay, yes.
It's in production coming 2020. That's all we know. Have you seen the final Deadpool trailer?
The final?
Yeah, there's a new one. Like it came out like a day ago.
I think I might have. Let me see.
Well, it's like a yes or no because like we were gonna do our thing where you laugh at shit.
I don't think so, but I'm going to bring it up.
Okay.
I'm bringing it up right now.
I'm pulling it up right now.
To fill time, do you know that I am a baker?
I saw the thing on your RNG Discord where you baked some fucking macaroons.
I did indeed bake French macaroons, yes. The final trailer, is that?
Yep, it says the final trailer, number 20 on trending on YouTube's top page.
Oh, I just searched Deadpool trailer 3.
Fair enough. But it is actually labeled Deadpool the final trailer on YouTube.
Okay, I got it then.
Get 0-0?
Yes, sir. Just let me know when to start.
You ready? 5,
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Started.
We're getting close. You all know the drill. Intercept the convoy. Watch out for cable. Hit it! There's this kid. He's in trouble. Move or die. Pump the hate brakes, Thanos. Let cable get to him. But I can't do this alone. We need backup. We're gonna form a super duper fucking group. Time to get back on LinkedIn. Meet Daddy. My name's Shatterstar.
Domino, I'm Lucky.
Luck isn't a superpower. It's certainly not very cinematic.
Yes, it is.
Let's meet in the middle and say no, it isn't. Fuck it. It's showtime. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants. Put songs in bed. Making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to my bass go boom. You're no fucking hero. You're just a clown. Dressed up as a sex toy. So dark. You sure you're not from the DC universe? Bring it on, One-Eyed Willie. really fast. And last but not least, Peter. Any power you want to tell us about? I don't have one. I just saw the ad. You're in.
I love this so much.
Oh god, it's gonna be so good.
I love the world we live in.
Oh yeah. All right.
I'm so happy.
Fuck
I've
yeah.
never been more happy in my life.
Steve, no powers? You're in.
Just a dude in dad khakis and a button up, his fucking Birkenstocks flying through the air.
Right?
Love.
It's so good. I also love the he whole slices a bullet. He's really badass, but then he shoots more, and
really
he
fast.
misses all of them. He's just covered in blood. You can see the blood chunks coming out of him.
The bullet's really fast.
Also
I
loved
love it.
the Thanos and DC Universe crack. So good.
Dark. This is DC.
Yeah, super good. Super good. Okay, final trailer. Since we don't have a lot of time to talk about stuff, apparently another Doom film revival's on the way. Do we need it? Do we want it? I don't know. We'll probably talk about it next week.
Did you say Dune or Doom?
Doom. Doom.
Oh, no, get fucked.
Well, I mean, the last video game was pretty dope. Not gonna lie. But do we need another movie? Probably not.
No, probably not. I mean, my gut reaction is get fucked. So
Yeah.
obviously, if you would have said Dune, like Dune, I'd have been like, yeah, give it to me.
Yeah, there's people working on that, but the problem with that is the rights are tied up like a mother. The rights are worsely tied up than a Hulk movie with Hulk in the title.
You're sitting on your own dick.
That's how bad that
tied
is.
up it is.
There's a trailer for the second season of Disney's DuckTales, which I'm a big fan of. I know some people aren't. But I'm a huge fan of it. I think it's fucking fantastic. And there's a shot in the trailer that made me lose my collective fucking shit.
And now I'm going on YouTube.
Yeah. So the shot in the trailer, it's only there for a split second. You don't hear anything, but you see one of the twins or triplet, one of the little ducks, like Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and he's fucking crossing swords with fucking Don Carnage from TALESPIN. What? That was my exact reaction. And I was like,
I love Don Carnage.
Don Carnage is the best? Just no. You know, he's the fucking, people do not understand my love for TALESPIN. It is so deep. It is as deep as my love of, Zelda and Sonic the Hedgehog and fucking Power Rangers. It's deep. That's how deep. I love TALESPIN more than I love DuckTales. So the fact that season 2 has him fighting fucking Don Carnage means that the universe is all connected and they're doing fucking MCU with the fucking Disney afternoon with DuckTales. That's what they're doing. And since DuckTales is good, in my opinion, I'm losing my goddamn mind. Because they've already announced that Darkwing Duck is going to be in season 2. That's a thing. That's a real thing. It's happening.
When you need trouble, you can call DW.
That's right.
Let's get dangerous.
Oh!
Anytime I do something stupid, I say that.
That's so... I'm about to cry, Mike. That's so
Jess
beautiful.
is like, oh, are you really going to do this? I'm like, let's get dangerous.
Oh, man.
Does that mean we can get Gizmo Duck as well?
Gizmo Duck's already in season 2.
Oh fuck yes!
So DuckTales is bringing it all back, baby.
Can we get TALESPIN? Can we get TALESPIN next?
Well, if Don Carnage is fucking in DuckTales, what do you think, bitch?
It has to be. It has to be.
Ugh.
Can we get motherfucking Rescue Rangers?
I'll be honest, that one hasn't aged so well. But yes, please do a new spin on
No, it hasn't at all. but still.
Yeah. Oh God. I'm just really scared of who they're gonna cast as Don Carnage because because first of all, that actor's still around. That actor's fucking what's his name who voiced fucking every goddamn Disney character known to man from Winnie the Pooh to Tigger, and was the voice of Darkwing Duck. Actually, he was also the voice of Don Carnage. He's the best. So That's the only thing I'm scared of. But it's unmistakably Don Carnage. There's no fucking way that it's not. Pull up the thing. It's like at mark 50 of the season 2 trailer, and it's just like, oh my god, that is Don Carnage.
I love Don Carnage. Like, he was my favorite character.
He was one of the best villains. He was ruthless. He was stupid. He was a moron. He like hired more morons underneath him, and he was such a taciturn fucking French bitch. Like, I loved him. Anyways, so I lost my shit on that, and that's what I have for entertainment. Are we basically out of time?
We can get 15. We got 15.
Okay, so
we got one guy on a date, so he's gonna be like 15 late, so we can.
Well, Jesus, if he's on a date, let him be fucking late, man.
That's what I said. I'm never gonna tell.
It's like don't fucking ditch a date for a fucking Borderlands. I mean, unless it's a real shitty date. You know what I mean?
Unless she's terrible. But I was saying that, like, yes, I do. I am a baker. I did make French macaroons. I did extremely well.
Sorry for that dead silence. I was swallowing something. I thought you were going to continue talking. You did not.
No, I'm sorry.
That was the end of the sentence.
the DuckTales theme started in my ears, and I just stopped because it's like one of those things that when you hear, you're like,
I cry every time.
Yes. Race cars, lasers, airplane.
Have you seen the DuckTale revival yet?
I've seen a couple episodes.
Yeah. Is it good, bad? What do you think?
I love it. Oh,
good. I'm glad.
Listen, I don't give a shit if it looks different. It's the same DuckTales.
Yeah.
Like deep down inside, I love it.
I actually think it's a little better than the original DuckTales. I'm going to say it right now.
Ooh.
As the series went on, because I've seen the whole fucking season. Like, I bought it on iTunes. That's how dedicated I was.
Oh, okay.
I've seen 12 episodes. Like, I thought the pilot was really strong, and then a couple episodes after that are a little weaker, but then it gets stronger. Like, they find their groove really fast, which I'm really happy about. And their groove is somewhere, I've described this many times before on the show, but their groove is somewhere between the original DuckTales, like that perfect kind of adult humor that also works as kid humor, but as an adult it makes you happy, and it's like, oh, I see how that joke works for a kid. Well done, writers. Hard plank to follow. Hard plank? Hard walk? You know what I'm trying to say, God damn it.
Hard road to follow?
I was thinking like a tightrope, but none of those things communicated particularly well, so I'm just gonna move on.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Jesus, what did I have to talk about the other topics? I had I already talked about movie set, past experience, and girlfriend. I got yeah.
Oh, guys, I'm about to say I sent you the cutest picture of Pete.
On
when I texted the picture of Pete with the pirate bandana.
Oh yeah, that was pretty adorable. That was pretty
Pirate
great.
Pete. We sailed the 7 seas together.
Yeah.
Just a man and his dog, a beast and a beast.
Yeah. So very quickly, because I want to move on to video games. The only other thing I got in life to talk about is getting mad in online arguments, and a few things on that. I was the one who got mad in an online argument, and it was very dumb. And I had to issue an apology, and those who follow both me and Mike's work really closely will know where the fuck that apology is. But it was stupid, and it was over like a Final Fantasy thing. It was over like a fucking video game squabble, like, oh, you don't know this about this, and you're wrong about this, but you're actually wrong about this. But some of those things are wrong, some of those things are right, yada yada yada. Like video game fan fight kind of thing. Except it got a little out of hand, and I apologized for it. And everything appears to be good with the particular individual that is also in both my sphere of influence and Mike's life. And it was stupid. And first of all, one should not get into a fan fight on any sort of forum type thing if they're go to work at 5 a.m, work in construction. It's the end of your day for construction. you're in a porta-john shitting terribly on like a shit break.
Yeah.
And you're like basically malnourished and tired. Like, just don't do it. It was a bad call on my part. And for the Fork fam, I'm telling y'all, don't do it, because you'll regret it. Because sometimes it affects other people that are close to you and becomes a big thing. So don't do it. Like, wait until you are well rested. Like,
not shitting your brains out.
Or even better yet, do what like some people do, like write it out and like write it as a note or an email and send it to yourself. And then take a step back, sleep, check yourself on the weekend. If that's still valid and you're still angry about it, well then go do that. Go do that. But if you have like other shit that's affecting you from like a 100% rational thought about things on the internet, don't do it. Don't do it. Then that brings us to video games. What you got on video games, Mike?
Man, some motherfucking Sea of Thieves.
I actually played a game this morning with my friend Matt. We did a sloop and we did a single voyage, which actually turned out to be a 3-part fucking Gold Hoarders thing.
Always.
And then we were traveling to this, like, the final part of the Gold Hoarders. And I saw the sloop on the other side of this island, and it was, like, ways away. And I was like, I wonder if I could, like, shoot myself over there. And then he's like, what, you just want to fuck with them? And I was like, I'm kind of feeling a little piratey. Yeah, sure. You know, and we had a ton of loot on our sloop. So he's like, you know, he wasn't going to stop and help. You know what I mean? And so I fire myself over the island. I'm running over the island. I could still see the sloop on the other side of the island. I'm running. I see that the guy who's on the island, looked like he was a solo slooper, sees me coming. He turns around and runs towards his sloop. And he starts to set sail, and he's taking off. I'm thinking, oh, man, I'm not going to make it. But I'm on a mountain. He's down below. I jump off the mountain into the water. The momentum of the water slides me right into his fucking whatchamacallit ladder so that I can get up out of the water into his sloop. He's steering the ship. He doesn't realize I'm on board. I kill him. And I'm like, yeah, I got a sloop. And then my buddy Matt's like, okay, well, check for shit. I was like, okay, I'm on it. And I go downstairs. What do you think I found, Mike?
Wow, did you find a skeleton for it chest?
Not quite. But it probably gold-wise equated to just as good. I found about 6 captain's chests, a bunch of skulls, rare teas, silks, sugar, and I tell Matt, holy fuck, this guy is loaded, he's solo, he's dead. Fucking get back to me right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I got it, anchor turn in. Oh god, so he comes back, he keeps spawning. I kill him like 8 times or something. Matt comes back, crashes his sloop into the other sloop. I'm chucking chests and shit off into the ocean. And I'm just trying to kill the dude, keep him at bay. I'm stealing all of his shit. And boy, oh my god, Mike. It was like, you know, like all the times where you go off and you steal a sloop and it's like glorious. It was like that, except with prize money. Like,
listen, they don't call me Buster Bang Bang for nothing. Okay? I will take your sloop, or I will blow your sloop up.
Yeah. Oh,
I jumped into a full galley. You know, last story before we call it.
Mm-hmm.
I jumped into a full galley, full randoms. They were all had mics. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Right? All of them were super nice. We were super friendly. What do you guys want to do? Let's just cruise around. Saw a couple wrecks. Me being Buster Bang Bang under the water. I'm swimming like Ariel, like Sebastian. I'm under the sea. Right? Boom. Pull 4 things out of the first wreck. I come up. Yo, there's a raid. Let's go. Fuck it. Let's go to this fort. I'm haul assing. Right? We're haul assing. Mm-hmm. Full sails. I'm hitting the rigs. I'm climbing up the crow's nest. I'm being eagle-eyed Magoo because you know that's what I'm good at. Sure. What do I see? I see a galleon and a sloop just duking it out. Just duking it out. Right? So boom. They sink the sloop. We come in. We blast the galleon. The galleon sinks us. We hop right back on our ship. We're back on, right? We stop at an island midway, restock. This island had 6 exploding barrels.
Nice.
So what do? We come up, we crash. The dude hops off the ship, distracts the dude, the watch. He's probably calling buddies. They're throwing barrels out of the crow's nest. I put all 6 at the bottom of the ship. I'm like, everybody off. They're cannoning it. They don't realize I'm down there, and I bust your bang bang. I sacrifice myself, sink their sloop, sink their ship. Their ship goes down. All of our treasure comes up. We finish the raid. We grab the chest. We grab the chest. We haul ass back out. They're on our 6 so fast, Tim, so quickly that I'm like, we're not going to make it. They come. And then what happens? The water turns black. The crack starts coming. So we're like, what do? The guy who's piloting goes, stay on it, shoot their ship. Work together. So they're worrying about the Kraken and not worrying about us. So the Kraken doesn't stop your ship. It just slows it the fuck down.
Well, it's not entirely true. It's proximity. So like it takes like a square or a circle or whatever of the sea. And if you're inside the heart of it, you are a dead stop until you fight the tentacles enough that it releases you. If you're on the edge of it, it's slow.
Okay.
Yeah, so for sure.
They must have got stopped and we got slowed.
Yeah, because you could actually tactically use a Kraken. Like, if you're being chased by a galleon, you could skim it and it'll slow a galleon down.
So we did.
Yeah.
We got out, they did not. We hauled ass and boom, we were done. So
yeah. Good old Kraken, right?
Yep.
Yeah, super good. Like I was saying, so like I was throwing all of his shit overboard, right? And our 2 sloops are basically crashed into each other. Both anchors are down. So like I'm throwing shit into the water. The dude spawns. I miss him. I don't kill him. He jumps over onto my ship. He kills Matt. And I go, oh, shit. So I go over and kill him, but not before he dumps a bunch of our loot into the ocean. So we're like, fuck. We kill him. We start getting loot from the water back into the ship. And Matt's like, we gotta sink him because he's just gonna keep fucking our shit up here. And I'm like, I know. Let's get all of his loot. So we get all of his loot off. And I'm like, okay, well, wait. I didn't check his crow's nest. And so I check his crow's nest, and he's got two boom boom barrels up there. I'm like, fuck yes.
Oh, yeah.
So I throw one down on the deck because of the new patch this week. You can actually throw things overboard now. So from the top of the thing, I threw one down on the ground, and then I took another one. I jumped down below and let it float up and blew up the bottom. Jumped back on top, fire shot the one on top, blew a bunch of holes, which was a little too close to our ship, but whatever. Jumped back onto our ship, and I was like, fucking set sail. We set sail, it sinks. We then have to turn back because we realize there's like fucking 20 chests in the water at this point. From me throwing his chest to him throwing our chest. And we're like, shit.
Yeah.
So we pull the ship back. We start getting the loot. His ship is gone. He's nowhere to be seen. Not even his mermaid. And we're like, yes, we're doing great. And then our ship starts taking cannonballs. And we're like, oh no. And we're like, fuck, what's hitting us? We swim back. We get back onto our sloop. We turn to our west or starboard or whatever. And we're near an island that's got skellies. And we're parked.
So they're shelling your shit.
We're parked. And we're like, oh no. And we can see like 3 more already shot in the distance in the air coming towards us. And we're like, what do we do? And he's like, I don't know. Let's get closer. Let's get the fucking chest and like get him aboard. And I'm like, I'm fucking boarding. And we get him and we finally get out of range of the cannons, but we're a little bit far away from where the treasure is, so we're cannonballing ourselves into the water trying to get the treasure back. And we're getting the treasure, and we're like, and then Matt goes, some of them are sinking. And I was like, what? And so like I turn around and I see chests and they're underwater and they're going down. I'm like, fuck. And so pro tip, which I didn't even know was a pro tip, if you go and grab it while it's sinking and then like let go of it, it'll like restart the float timer, I guess. So if you've got a ton of shit in the water and you don't have time, I don't know how long it takes to sink treasure. But we did that for a bunch of it, and I think we only lost a couple chests. Took the whole haul back, and I think it was like 37,000 gold or something like that. It was pretty great.
Yeah, we did pretty good. We shared the loot with the sloop because the sloop was helping us.
See, I've never had that co-op thing happen to me.
Yeah.
The one time it did happen, they backstabbed me.
Oh yeah, no.
So I just don't do that. I'm just like, fuck y'all.
Yeah. So. All right.
Are we out of time?
Yeah, we're out of time.
Completely out of time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before I completely sign off, I just want to tell the Fork fam, God of War for PS4 is indeed as good as everybody fucking says it is. I almost cried first 30 minutes playing it. It's as deep and emotional as The Last of Us. It's a Loganification of the God of War franchise, and it's as different a God of War game as Breath of the Wild is to Zelda. It's fantastic and beautiful, and I totally think Mike should play it because I think he'd get a lot of joy out of it, even though the original games weren't his thing, which is fine. I'm gonna get him to play it. I'll get you to play it.
All right.
I'm making you this. I don't know, some sort of something. So that's our show, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, we are the Fork in Your Ear podcast. I'm your host, as always, author, podcaster, gamer, Tim K.A. Trotter. You can find our podcast at www.dynamicworksproductions.com. We got a little podcast tab and all that stuff. You can find us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/the Fork in Your Ear podcast. You can tweet at us at GetForkedPod. Email us your questions, comments, and concerns, the Fork in Your Ear podcast at email.com. We're available wherever fine podcasts are not sold, over 180 different podcast services around the world. You can, of course, find me on Twitch, Tim_K.A. Trotter, or Twitter personally, Tim_T. And I wrote a book called Citadel Arrival, which will probably be in the little trailer thing that's after this thing when the podcast ends. Take us home. Take us out the door, Mike.
You can find me on Twitter at BusterKnuckle13. That's BusterKnuckle13. You can find me, my other podcast, the RNG Cast, at the RNG Cast on Twitter, and you can email us, the RNGcast@gmail.com. Other than that, you can find me anywhere on PSN at BlisterLister113 and on Xbox Live at BusterKnuckle13. Get forked and Shazam.
Peace out, kids. And we're out.
Oh.
Thank you for listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast. You can find our podcast at www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Feel free to email us at dynamicworks@mac.com.
This is Dominic Armato, the voice of Guybrush Threepwood, and you're listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast.
The Citadel, Arrival, is the first installment in a series of epic science fiction short stories reminiscent of the Pulp Fiction style. It's a fast-paced story that will take you through twists and turns that you will not expect, until they are thrust upon you with all the force, excitement, and chaos of a plasma cannon blast. The story follows Katarl, a nobody cog in the working wheels of a futuristic society run completely by Megacorp, a corporation that carefully runs and manages the lives of the people living under its sphere of power. On one of Katarl's few and far between days off from work, an outing he had hoped would be fun and relaxing turns into an explosive adventure that drags him kicking and screaming into situations and challenges that will make him question every aspect of his life. Watch this colorful tapestry unfurl as Katarl and his newfound allies find their way through this classic, yet oddly surprising tale of good and evil, where nothing is quite what it appears to be. That's The Citadel, Arrival, by author Tim K.A. Trotter, available right now on Amazon Kindle Store and iTunes iBookstore for only $2.99.
Yeah, is that better?
It sounds better on my end, yes.
Alright.
Let's see. Okay, let's Mac. Okay, let's see. Let's do.
Okay, call recorder. Why are you kicking on now? I didn't ask you to record.
I mean, is it like mine where it just auto goes when the Skype comes in?
I think so. I just turned it off.
Okay. Let's see here.
You sent a picture of our logos?
It was a fucking overlay. It was like, try this new feature, and I couldn't get it off the screen, so I just clicked it.
Yeah. I was like, what are you... Yeah, that's my logo.
No, I love us that just that much. I needed this rising or sun fading blue pink fucking thing with our circle podcast logos. That's what I needed. Let's see. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3.
The incredible Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Oh wow, your levels are fucking perfect. Mine are a little wonky. Your levels are like right in between this little guide ruler thingy that I have on the output monitor.
I found the sweet spot, my friend.
They're fucking perfect.
It doesn't move from there.
Don't touch anything. Don't fucking touch it.
It stays right where the fuck it is. It doesn't move.
Yeah. And before we go, sorry for getting text angsty at you.
Dude,
about the stupid ad.
Listen, man, water under bridge. You're stuck with me, brother. There's nothing you can do as long as you don't talk about my dad or my girlfriend. Other than that, you can say whatever you want. I understand.
That's the first time I've ever heard you've put conditions on things.
No.
And you've talked about your dad, and you talk about your girlfriend all the time to me.
Talk like, bad. Talk bad is what I meant. You can say whatever you want to me. You know.
Well,
we're friends.
I don't have anything bad to say about your dad. I mean, I feel like you've said what you've said about it already, so it's like I could surmise what was bad. Yeah. But it's like, I mean, I didn't know him. Like,
no, but I'm talking about with like the whole argument text angsty thing, dude. Water under the bridge. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm easy like Sunday morning, man. I'm a Commodore.
A Commodore?
You don't. Oh yeah, you don't get that reference. Lionel Richie was in a band called the Commodores. Okay. And they have a hit song called "Easy Like Sunday Morning," and it's basically them saying, I'm easy like Sunday morning," and it's just that. I forgot you listen to only original soundtrack scores, so.
I mean, like the name you said of the person who does the stuff sounded vaguely familiar.
He should. He was relatively famous,
Was he? Yeah.
Lionel Richie? Yeah, Lionel Richie was fucking famous as shit.
I mean, I was being a little sarcastic. I still don't know exactly who that is, but I know it's a name that people say.
Fair enough.
Is that terrible? Does it sound terrible?
No.
So, you would have been proud of me. Like, I knew a thing about rap that my girlfriend didn't the other day.
What was it?
It was where the "Lose Yourself" song of Eminem's came from. It came from his movie
8 Mile.
Yeah. Because like we were talking. I actually had her listen to that one part of the Game Boy Jones thing where Game Boy Jones was talking about
makeup.
Yeah, makeup. And she was laughing her ass off about it. Okay. She's like, I like this guy.
Okay, now, did you watch the clip that I put in our Discord?
When? What clip?
I just put a YouTube clip up in our general.
Wait, okay, now when you say our general, do you mean RNG or Fork?
Fork.
Infinity War.
Yeah,
rap battle?
Listen to it. Okay. I know you don't like rap, but you're an Infinity Wars head. And when you get to Game Boy Jones, pay close attention.
Okay.
This will be a nice little ending for like a little stinger for the end of the episode because we haven't started the episode yet.
I mean, you know we've started it.
Yeah, I know we started, but not officially. Matter of fact, yeah. It starts at 2:13. If you wanted to know.
Do you want me to just roll it to 2:13?
If you wanted to.
2. Okay.
So, you thought I was done. I sat in the back, knowing that I would revamp, make a comeback. Once you come back, recap anything you missed, look it back.
We've been waiting for this moment, the final opponent, collecting the components.
Humility in the ability to be triumphant. Here with Thanos, we're a tiny violin. Very sad because he knows that we can fight to win. I'm a scientist, so I'll find a plan. Should've been with the was gonna stretch him with the Hulk. I'm taking the Captain America with Spider-Man. One infinity stone, see the shine in my hand. More money than the entire clan. Hit you with magazines, not from a gun with the ones on my face inside of them. You be can, I can tell you insecure like the size of an ant. Then step back when the yacht reacts and talk to the hand when I fire in. Okay, I heard about you torturing beings. Unfortunate seems you think that you're the Lord of the Rings. Hold up, War Machine will leave you shaken, rattled and scarred. Coming at you with way more guns than a National Guard. Blasting your balls with a bladder, 1,000 rounds of ammunition. My shoulder cannons chop your head in half. You make split decisions. Don't waste your breath. The Avengers, we're the safest bet. If you take a step, then you will really have a date with death.
Careful's how you move around me. You don't wanna see Bruce turn green. If I lose my cool, you gon' feel that heat. You gon' free that beast inside. I'm not the one you really wanna try. Advise if you wanna have a magical size rate starts to rise. If you wanna feel defeat, I'll apply. Just step up to me to beat your demise. Thanos, you're the source of my agitation. Better hope I go under sedation. Better hope I take up meditation. Cause I got no patience. You got no chance. Green ground's about to take out the trash. No romance, just trying to smash.
Pick some people plotting poison on the peak. Back the painful punch and place the parallel between his cheeks. Play the pop disclosure problems. Now you see the pertinence. Penalize the perpetrator. Press some pound of permanent. Adolescent, but a matter of fact, it's what a matter on the web. Yeah, I'm not connected. They know, ain't nobody wants you here. You just pop the pen like a bad erection. I don't like the face. I'm about to go up on the high rise and kick you off the web. Just like disconnected Wi-Fi.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know any of these any of the female rappers, but they all kill it.
Yeah, they sound really professional. Oops.
Well, you got it.
Did you want me to run the whole thing or what?
If you wanted to, there's a little stinger at the end, but I just wanted you to listen to Game Boys because I mean.
Oh yeah, it was good. It's good. I thought he had. Oh no, I guess he was talking about his buddy who had Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I kind of want to find the Doctor Strange part just
Go
because
ahead.
he was.
It's coming up. It's coming up in
Is
like
it?
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are we killing today? Quill, why are the people of your home planet so ugly? And when does the fighting begin? I'm bored and hungry. Thanos gonna take a loss against walking Thesaurus. Take it down, one was just stop. They say I live for revenge, but that's not true. Sometimes I love. Sometimes I can be sentimental. The other day I called Mantis beautiful. I said he was before this battle. We're all gonna die. There's no hope in hell. So what's a king to a lizard? Purple skin is tainted by the gems you fail to deliver. A crooked sinner couldn't stack up if you gathered a horde. Fall onto your knees, bow down to the hammer of Thor. Everybody wanna get it going, but I'm flowing through the battle like it's easy breezy. Look, you would have been a better fight for the second time. Coming up a goal, look at measly. Drop you harder than your mother did, pathetic. Smash you with the snap of my fingers, I'll come make you regret it.
The first Avenger represent. Show your elders some respect. I fought Nazis and robots and I kept the gods in check. Hey, Thor is Mjolnir light. I got a heart of gold, I can hold it right.
You might as well just watch the whole thing because there's so many like geeky references.
Yeah. Some of the lyrics are really good.
Yeah.
Titans here, and he got around a run in his mouth off. I'ma hit him with a right down left, cause I got the ultimate southpaw. Got the homie Steve to cover me, the blows will just bounce off. Gotta sleep for a minute, but I'm back and I'm looking for someone to pound on. I ain't scared of your jewelry, you ain't fooling me, cuz I got a titanium arm. You came to fight
Vibranium.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I'll put a hole in your head, forget black and blue, I'ma beat you till that skull turns red.
Not a hero, I'm a neurosurgeon, but I had to stop, my hands really hurting. So I'm heading to camouflage, it's hitting with camouflage. Electric one is a man of mine, I'm never saying it wrong. Oh, no true focus, meditation, cloak my new cloak with levitation. It's Stephen Strange when you pimp in the suit. Seasons changing and infinite loop. Just think there was you, and then there's me, trapped in this moment endlessly. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. I'm a bars and an underpass.
Time for you to say goodnight, the sun is getting real low. Shock you with the riddles, bite, now you're moving real slow. How does it feel knowing you could never
Yeah, this, oh.
Purple both great nuts. Lemonize, Appalachian, highly trained assassin. That means I'll stab you in your back and you won't know what happened. Tony Thoran, captain, gonna leave you blue and blackened. Avengers, assemble, and my crew is never lacking.
Set my side, back and let it rip. Set once you've been targeted. Not long since I've been gone, but a quick thought of me out of retirement. Got your orbit faster than these heroes I've been firing. Said I was out of this rumble, even though I was top of my game. But then I see looking for trouble. You know they've been calling my name. Loaded up on this ride till the fun stops. Better run for cover, yeah, cause I only need one shot.
Grab a straight jacket fast because this guy's insane. Energy blast to the face, I'm about to fry your brain. Climb inside your mind with my chaotic powers. Life flash will leave you blind for hours. Coward cry the light in pain. Now tap out, telekinetically giving your arm a twist. The Sokovian conjuring known as solid witch. My red magic slash lacerate your polish and lay it down and sleep. Then you will truly know that God exists.
Through the smoke around us, I can see your vision clearly. We're the ones that have to be strong while the world is.
Dead air.
Realized I muted the mic and it was coming through the thing. I was pouring a drink and I wasn't. I just realized that it's not going through the thing.
I'm flying natural, make your head ring, red ring, popping shot, you know we're rich and live the last swing. You cannot give me a bit, you cannot fly with a falcon. We got you shaking a bit, yeah, you about to get out there. Face it, you just a man with a glove. When the missiles come down, just as range from my bus.
Galaxy, we're guarding it. Guardians, tear your cartilage. You don't want any part of it. Aiming straight for the heart of the big part of me. But Thanos is 5-finger rings out. You saw 5-finger discount. Cause these fire triggers inbound. And you are not a douche guy. I used my wrong eye, didn't I? Give me time with bioengineer. Bro, got a cryo commentary. The nearest vessel just to pilot it violently up your rear.
Look at his chin, get this dude some lotion. Smacked in the face with my Bugatti spaceship. You bruised and broke it. Dressed in all black like the Omen. Come for the king, run for your life. Now you wanna kill, I can't condone it. Now you got a physical opponent. What kind of villain are you? The one that shot you clever. I'll have you on your knees screaming Wakanda forever. You do not know the way. You do not get to speak. You may be cold as ice, but understand I never freeze.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe.
Oh, my boy kills it.
This does put a smile on my face. Petulant child, evident, now you're ready to bow. It's arrogant how you believe you're relevant. Wow, malevolent vow to proceed to level and plow half of the universe. But first, to shoot it hurts. Infinity stones, all capabilities grown. I'm all powerful and breaking every miserable bone. Every citizen, including the Avenger Initiative, can't do anything. I'm taking all your hope and I'm killing it. That will be the story of you. You all died. It was all pride. Gotta admit that you all tried. What did you expect? I only court death. You can get that break, cause this is your last breath. We've been waiting for this moment. The final opponent. Collecting the components. We've been waiting for this moment. The final opponent. Collecting the components.
Just hold on. There's more.
Yeah, I know that's not right. Giving me an invite to the team, you know, the new Avengers movie, that's what I mean. Well, fuck it,
Is this the part where I ask Ken to smash the like and leave a comment? Gross face, burnt lactose, revenge is what I want most. I'm cleaning up the East Coast. I eat these streets like beef roast. Wait, what was the next line? Am I out of time?
That was pretty dope. Also,
I mean,
I also like the music change in the last 5 minutes there. It was very good.
Well, a 10-minute instrumental is really tough to keep fresh to people's ears.
Yeah,
So
you know, and
the change in tempo helped.
I had the thought that, you know, a couple of them seemed a little off with what the backing music was, but at the same time, it's also fuck. How many people are in this?
23.
Jesus, that's a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's Game Boy Jones in there, and you can find that on Daddy's Fat Snaps YouTube.
Daddy Fat Snaps.
Pretty hot and tempting spelling.
Or on our Discord.
Yeah, or on the Fork in Your Ear Discord.
Yep.
Which you can find there. So check that out, kids, because I know this is going in outtakes or somewhere or some fucking shit in this thing. Okay.
Now I like that. I like the Game Boy Jones because if you caught it, the first part of his verse was all P's.
Oh, okay.
You,
I mean, I
didn't catch that?
I don't pay attention to stuff like that. That's like a rap thing, right?
Well, it's yeah. It's like a floss. It's like a flex on somebody. Like to just think about it, saying something on beat that rhymes and makes sense using the letter B.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's tough. Like, he used all P's for the first I think it was like half of his verse. Yeah. First half of his verse he used all P's.
Fair enough. Okie dokie. We ready to rumble?
Sure.
Let's rumble. All right. Oh, whoops. I did not get my fridge unplugged. Shit over. Okay, fridge is out. Maximum effort. Ooh, I'm gonna pull up one thing here. I want to do a better job of promoting where people can find the fucking show and shit at. Okay, here we go. Cut in.